with Dara. If you're just joining, this is a non-judgmental zone where we talk about issues and we connect, lifestyle issues, and we connect you with products and services related to that issue. So tonight we're talking about starting that fitness journey and maintaining that fitness journey, And I have 4 superpower women coming on tonight to talk about their fitness journey, what they've done. Some may have start and stop, what has kept them going or what has stopped them from going forward. And then we have 2 of Jamaica's leading trainers. I call them Jamaica's leading trainers, who will come on and they'll tell us about what we need to do to maintain it, because sometimes our expectations are way higher than what we really can achieve. So they'll tell us what we need to do in order to ensure that, we maintain that journey. So in doing my research for this topic tonight, I went on Google, and it said that, at the start of the new year, you have a lot of persons coming on and fitness, talking about their fitness journey and starting their fitness journey for the new year. But let's say of 50 persons who start, about 8 of them will continue. The others will stop. The others will just stop along the way, or they just get lost along the way. So that's one thing. And then the reason some people put forward is like they don't have the time to continue. Some persons are saying that the exercise is not fun. Some persons have very high expectations. And then another thing is that some persons get injured. So we're going to look at all of those issues and see how best we can overcome them to ensure that, you remain fit, because you are healthy. Because being fit, you are healthy. And that, of course, will help you overall in terms of your general health. So I have some ladies coming on, and I really want to start off with them tonight because we have a packed house tonight. And I'm very excited to hear from all of them about their different journeys, and of course the trainers. So thank you for being live with Dara. Hey, let me go straight into my first person. She's a marketing consultant, and her job has her very big overtime and everything. But she still finds time to maintain her fitness journey. So I'm starting her off with her for, hey Kristen, for her to tell us how she got started and where she is along the journey. Kristen, how are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well, making the best of this time at home.
So you are working from home?
Yes, I'm working from home.
Oh, okay. Well, your fitness journey should be way, way easier then. But before we get into all of that, tell us about Kristen. First of all, welcome to my live. Share with the livers about Kristen.
Okay, well, so first of all, let me start and give you a history of Kristen in terms of fitness. Maybe that can tell you a little bit about my story.
By the way, I'm seeing your shoulders and they're hot.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
And you're up. Yeah.
Thanks to my trainer. My trainer actually just joined the live. So hey, Crystal. All right, so in terms of fitness, I was never fit. But growing up, I was always skinny, super skinny. When I started high school, I was like about 60 pounds. And throughout high school, I never made it over 100 pounds. I was not fit. I was always the last to get picked for teams, like when it was netball, whatever, relay or whatever. Nobody picked me. Sometimes it was a PE teacher who used to have to push me and say, okay, you just go and do it alone because nobody picked me for the team. I hated exercise, any form of physical activity. I always used to fail PE class. And then, a little bit about me. I'm Jamaican. I'm currently living in Florida. I've been here for 7 years. And I work in marketing. I know Dara through school. We went to Carmack together. Yeah, G-Unit. Yeah. And so how I got into fitness, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I was always super skinny, but I moved to the US in 2013 for grad school. And moving to a new country, navigating grad school, working 2 jobs. I was also sort of a caregiver for my dad, who was not really in the best of health. I was going through a series of stressful situations, personal issues, family issues, school, juggling 2 jobs, papers due, and all of that. And my comfort was food. Cake, ice cream, My grad school diet consisted of Chick-fil-A for lunch every single day. And then for dinner, I would have Chinese food. And then on my way home, I would stop for ice cream or tiramisu or something like that. And the pounds added on. The pounds added on.
And you
I
didn't
came
even
here.
realize it, right?
No, it creeped on. I didn't realize it. Looking back at some of my pictures now, I'm like, who is this person? Because I would gain a pound here, 2 pounds there, 3 pounds there. And then before I knew it, I was on my way to 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when something said, no, Kristen, because if you cross the 200-pound barrier, it's going to be next to impossible to lose.
Kristen,
So,
based on your height, what is your ideal weight?
my ideal weight, according to my trainer, I think it's somewhere about like 155. That's where, and I'm not too far from there right now. But
So you are 45 pounds overweight.
Yes, I was overweight. Based on my BMI at the time, my doctors were telling me, Kristen, you need to work out, you need to change your diet, for two reasons. One, obviously because of my weight, but also I have a strong family history of diabetes, hypertension, heart disease. It's on both sides of my family. So it's almost inevitable that it's going to happen to me. So for those reasons and my weight, my doctors would always tell me. So I knew, but I was stressed. I hated exercise. The ice cream and the tiramisu were fulfilling that need for comfort for me. And I just continued living that life. But like I said, when I got to like almost 200 pounds, that's when I said, all right, Chrissy, you need to do something. So remember, I hate exercise. So of course, join a gym. You know, like a new year, you say, okay, I'm going to join a gym and whatever. But I had all the excuses. I had more excuses than motivation. First of all, if it was raining, I'm not going to the gym. I have a headache, I'm not going to the gym. Work was stressful today, I'm not going to the gym. As a woman, I missed an entire week because I'm not going to the gym during that time. So that's like 1 week out of the month. Anything, I had every single, oh, I forgot my sneakers today, so I'm not going to the gym. That was my favorite excuse, not going to the gym. And so there was at one point I even had 2 gym memberships concurrently, and I was not using them. Because one gym was just machines, and that was Planet Fitness, if anybody's familiar with that. But then 24-hour fitness had group classes, and I told myself, okay, maybe if I did like Zumba and whatever, I would probably be more motivated. But I still wanted to keep the Planet Fitness because it was closer to my home. And I would go to the Zumba classes, 10 minutes in, I was done. Couldn't keep up. Kickboxing classes, 10 minutes in, I was done. And I was going a week, one day a week here, one day a week there, just not being motivated. And then going to the gym on my own, I didn't know what I was doing. So I would just look and see what somebody's doing and I would follow, and then, you know, here and there. But then in 2018.
So before you go 2018, so how many times did you start and stop before 2018?
Several times throughout the course. First of all, when I was starting grad school, I'm going to UCF, and they had all the gyms and these huge, when I say UCF as a world-class gym, and I would see the gym every day and I'd be like, oh, I need to go to the gym. And I would go in there one day. I said, let me go and look at it first and see. I would go and I would look at the gym, and I probably go one day here and there, and then that was it. I've joined so many gyms in Orlando. I probably was a member of every single gym, but I never had the motivation in myself. And then I also didn't know what I was doing. And like I said, I had more excuses than motivation. It was around 2018 that I said I saw myself heading to the 200-pound mark. And I really didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I actually have a photo in my phone that I keep. I went to the doctor's office and I was sitting on the examination table, and then there was a full-length mirror there. And I looked across and I didn't recognize the person that was sitting because I was sitting down. All of my weight was like sitting on my lap and around me and everything. And I looked, I think it was the first I've ever seen myself seated in a full-length mirror. And I didn't recognize the person. And I looked across and I took a picture. When I saw it, I took a picture. I still have that picture and I can't send it to you after. I took a picture and I said, okay, this needs to stop, because this is not you. This is not the person who came to the US, and this is not Christine. And then I still didn't really do anything there. In 2019, the early part of 2019, March, I moved into a new home. And I think that was a clean slate for me because I had an empty fridge, I had an empty pantry, and you have to stock up the house. And I made a conscious decision that I'm not buying any junk. I'm not buying any ice cream. I'm not buying any cake. And I did most of my shopping from the produce section, vegetables, fruits, all of that. And then from the fridge, the eggs, the dairy, and the meats and whatever. And I started to eat clean, like super clean. And on my own, this is no exercise. I lost, I think, probably like 10 pounds in the course of maybe like 2 to 3 months. But I wanted to start exercising.
So when you say super clean, eating super clean, what would your diet entail?
Whole foods. So whole food. So in the back of my mind, I eat foods as in the manner that they leave the farm.
Okay.
So nothing processed, nothing in a box, nothing packaged. Just think like when you go to the market and you're shopping.
Yeah.
You're buying your carrot, you're buying your broccoli, you're buying your eggs, you're buying just a fresh meat like that with no additives. So by clean, I mean whole, just in the whole form that it would come from the farmer. If you can't get it from a farm, I wouldn't eat it. So yes, so I was kind of, the new home that I moved into had its own gym. So I was, yes, I have a community now, and I have a community gym, and I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to eat clean. I went to the gym for about a week. Like I said, I have more excuses than motivation. I was not motivated. So I went to the gym. It was nice and new, you move into a nice little community and you're going to the gym. That lasted for about 2 weeks. I found some soca size classes, but they were like here and there, once a week, and I would go to that. And it was through that I met my current trainers that I'm with now. I joined, it's a group fitness class. It's called Project Superhero, and it's a HIIT class. And what I loved about them was, first of all, there were other people there at like various fitness levels, including mine, which I always say my fitness level was 0. So different people, different shapes and sizes, different fitness levels, and just positive energy, just positivity, no judging, and we would all push each other, and it was just a very motivating environment. And that's one of the biggest tips that I would have for somebody who is thinking of starting a fitness journey. Don't go it alone. Find a group of positive, like-minded people. Find a good trainer who is going to push you and support you and not give up on you when you give up on yourself.
Right.
And so I started that in 2019, and I've been doing that to this day, every day.
Tell me about the transformed Kristen from 2019 to now. What has been different? Tell me.
So when I lost weight, obviously, I lost weight. I'm more down to I'm down to the size that I was when I moved to the US, because when I moved here I was like 155, and right now I'm like 157. So I'm back. The old me is back, but I'm fitter. I am fitter. I am stronger. Look a bit more toned. Yeah.
I see it, Kristen. I see it. I see it. I must let them know that I see you every Sunday doing your meal prep, which is also very important, right?
Oh yes, I can talk about that too. Yeah, so it's not just the working out part of it. The eating. I started, like I said, I was eating clean, super clean. I don't eat as clean now that I'm working out. I still have a little cheats here and there, because your diet has to be sustainable for you to stick to it. So if you are 100% strict, I'm not going to have any sugar, I'm not going to have any ice cream, after a while they're going to give up, and then you're going to feel like, I had ice cream, so I need to stop. I can't continue this lifestyle. It has to be sustainable. So I do like an 80-20 ratio. 80% of like fruits, vegetables, the whole foods that I talk about, and then on the weekends, I might treat myself to some ice cream.
They call that the cheat days.
More like a cheat meal, not a whole day where I'm gonna eat junk. Because
Yes.
if I eat ice cream in the evening, during the day I would probably tried to eat clean. So
Who help you in terms of your meal planning, meal prep, in terms, because Kristen, all I know is I eat a whole of a bush and I eat the protein and everything like that. Well, no, it starts taste good to me, you know. But who helped you along the way?
but I've always loved food.
We love
And
food. Love, love, love,
food
love,
kind of
love.
got food got I say that food got me in this situation and food got me out. It's
Okay.
how you use food and what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always loved food. I've always loved cooking. So I know a little bit about meal prep. A lot of it was research. The
Okay.
internet is out there. YouTube, everything is there. It tells you, and like I said, just think about eating from the farm. Could I get a box of potato chips on the farm? No. The
Mm.
sugar cereals from the farm? No. I can get broccoli, I can get carrots, I can get eggs, I can get apples. You know, that's how I try to think about that. Meal prepping helped me a lot because I would go to work and I'd be at work and then you leave work, you go into the gym, and then when you come home, you're so hungry, you might just want some chips and whatever. But having a prepped meal helped me stay focused. So I would meal prep on Sundays, plan out my meals, plan out my breakfast, plan out my lunch, walk with my snacks. When I was working in office, I would walk with my snacks. So I had a healthy snack whenever I had a craving. I had apple, peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so food, it's how you use food. And always, like I said, try to eat as close to the ground as possible.
So that sounds very difficult, but is it really difficult to do that meal prep?
The meal prep, not
Mm-hmm.
for me. I actually started a small meal prep business where I meal prep for others
What?
because,
Out
and it's
of
more
this, you
out
go,
of this,
girl.
yeah, and it's more out of a hobby because it's something that I actually enjoy doing. So I do it more as a hobby than anything else because I actually enjoy meal prepping. It's very relaxing on a
So what
Sunday.
you do? You help your friends in terms of meal prep?
Mm-hmm. I have friends that I help guide, like I'll tell them what to eat, what not to eat, and give them examples of foods that they can eat and stuff. I also have a group chat with my fitness family. That's another tip too. If you're taking notes, you can write on that. We have a group chat, so we share meal ideas, we share
Mm-hmm.
meal preps and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that really helped me.
You said so.
The other thing,
Go ahead.
oh, go ahead. No, the other thing I was gonna say about exercise, apart from being like fitter and stronger, I've been able to enjoy more outdoor activities that I never thought I could before, or I would try and I never I couldn't keep up. I remember the first time I went kayaking, and this was before I started working out. So kayaking, they put you in a boat and you're rowing.
Bro,
And we went to this place called Indian River, and we had to row all the way up to the river, maybe about a mile, 2 miles. And it was with a group, and I was at the back, and I was struggling, and my arms were killing me. And I'm like, Mama, come out here, so do this forward. And when we got to like where we were going, and then I realized, Kristen, the same distance you just paddled, you have to paddle it back. And I was like, no, I can't do this. But then, so I abandoned kayaking. I was like, this is not for me. But I started working out, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to try doing this again. And no, I love it. I go kayaking or paddleboarding at least once a month. I'm doing hiking trails. I'm doing nature trails. I'm doing more outdoor activities. And I never, like I remember I said, anything that requires me getting off the couch was not going.
what happened?
I'm not coming.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So I'm just so to give basic tips, some of the things
But
that
hold
keep
on,
me
before you give
going.
the tips, you said
Hold
something
on.
very profound to me today when I was talking to you about working out. You said that you're not working out. What's that?
Apple cider vinegar with cayenne pepper.
What? Normally I have my glass of wine, but you see, because we're talking about fitness and everything, I said let me draw from my water tonight, not my glass of wine, right? You said something very profound when I was talking to you earlier. You see, you don't work out to lose weight, or you don't. Well, the number one thing for you is not to lose weight or to be fit, but it's to what?
Mhm. To add years to my life.
Tell me what you mean.
Okay, so remember when I started out, I spoke about all of the chronic illnesses in my family. Both of my parents are diabetic. Both of them are hypertensive. My dad had suffered heart problems, and grandparents coming down the line on both sides, maternal and paternal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing this mostly for my health. And I tell myself every day, Kristen, you're adding years to your life. Every day that I exercise, I look at it as adding an hour to my life or adding a day to my life. If I don't feel like going to the gym today, I say, Kristen, this is adding, you go and add 5 minutes to your lifespan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not only about adding years to your life, it's also about adding life in your years.
Yep.
Think about it. We're born, we're working, we're going to school, we're studying. Them time they were broke, we don't really have no money, can't travel. But then when you can afford it, you're working all the time. You have responsibilities, you have children, you have this, you have that, and then you work until you're 65, and then you retire, and then by then you have hip problem, you have heart problem, you have this, you can't travel, you can't, skydive, you can't zip line, you can't go snorkeling, you can't put on a nice little bathing suit or whatever. So it's about adding life in your years. It's adding functionality so that when you're 60, you can still put on your bikini, you can still go on your little girls trips, you can still go zip lining if you want, you can still go hiking. So it's not just about adding years to your life to say, okay, I'm gonna live till I'm 100. What are you going to do within those years? Are you going to be bedridden? Are you going to have to need somebody to carry you to the bathroom? It's about adding functionality. And I follow a lot of fitness persons who are like 60 and over, because that is my goal. So, I mean, I can list some of them: Chef Babette, Ernestine Shepherd, Mama Dukes. I follow all of these people who are like 50s, 60s, 70s. Ernestine is, I think, 84, and she works out every single day. So it's about adding life in your years as well. And that's my mantra when it comes to fitness.
So as we wrap up, for persons who may, start the vehicle and stall a couple times, right? What would you say to them to encourage them? Listen, I mean, whatever you've said it already, but just give them that encouraging word so they can actually start it and move off into first gear.
Okay, so of course, for me, fitness was a mindset. You have to make up your mind, and that's the first step. Before you even start, you have to make up your mind and say, why am I doing this? Am I doing this just so I can have sexy Instagram photos, or am I doing this for my health? Am I doing this so that I can be around to see my grandchildren graduate? So make it up your mind. Why are you doing this? Because if you're just gonna get up one day and start, you might not have the drive in you to remain consistent. So start with up here first.
Yeah.
Identify what your goals are and write them down. Right? And then the next step is start. Just start small. If it's 5 minutes in the gym, go. If it's 10, if you can only last 10 minutes in a class, go. Try it. Find something that you love to do. If it's Zumba, if it's soca size, if it's HIIT, if it's weight, find something that you love to do and you know that you can stick to.
Yeah.
Don't give up, even if you find that you can't make it. My first HIIT class, my trainers offered me every day. My very first HIIT class that I went to, I didn't do anything. I sat down and I watched, because I'm like, I can't do this. So I sat down and I watched them. But the following day, the following Monday, I went back to class and I said, all right, I'm gonna try. I didn't get through the class. I didn't get through the first class. I didn't get through the second class. I didn't get through the third class. And I told my trainers, I said, my goal is to just get through this full hour of class. It took probably like a week or two before I was even able to manage to get through the class without feeling faint or feeling like whatever. But guess what? I was consistent.
Yep.
And the good thing, when I joined, my coach actually had a challenge. I think it was like a 21-day challenge where we were supposed to like work out or show up to class every day. So I showed up every day. As much as maybe I did, and I'm like, what did I sign up for? Oh gosh, I'm sorry I pay for this, but
so consistency.
I was consistent. I showed up every day.
So Brown Sugar saying hi there. And I
Hey,
remember I
girl,
was talking to you,
oh,
and you said,
I soon talk about my Instagram fit friends. I soon talk about in the brown sugar. Hold on.
you know, we didn't get to talk about them because I am going to wrap you up right now. But
Hold on. Before I go,
uh,
surround yourself with positive people who have similar goals, right? Positivity. People who will push you, people who will support you. And like I said, up yourself, fix it. And then you'll be good. And then yes, you can wrap up now.
but listen, no, what I want them to know is coming out of this, you started your
Mhm.
journey, you really got serious in 2019. And now
Mhm.
you're at the point where you're thinking about becoming a fitness coach.
Yeah, I want to help people. I want to help people, and whatever that looks like, if that means becoming a fitness coach, then sure.
Okay.
Right now, I've actually started a small class with some of my high school classmates. About 4 or 5 of them show up at a time, and I'm teaching them a free HIIT class. This morning we did lower body strength training, and it's been fun, and I love it. And I want to help people who were like me, who thought they couldn't do it or hated exercise, didn't have the drive, didn't have the motivation, thought that it's too late. I want to help those type of people. And if that's what it looks like, then yes, maybe I might consider doing that. But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Kristen, the girl out of St. Thomas.
Yes,
we
Monday
know,
high school, yes.
let me use this because we normally see it's like greetings from across the world. Just in case anybody out St. Thomas watching, what you want to tell them now? Hi to my mother and my father.
I see Donna Dean. I see Donna Dean. Hi, Donna Dean. And just shout out to my girls who are on this journey with me that I follow. Jessine, Brown Sugar who just signed on, Dara, like we're all on this journey together, and I follow you guys, and we all keep each other, we all send each other motivational messages sometimes and all of that. So like I said, it's who you surround yourself with. And yeah, just shout out. Yes, Donna Dean, I see you. And shout out to my coaches, they jumped on the line. And let me give them a plug. Since the quarantine, we've still been able to maintain that group coaching. We're virtual, we're online. If you're interested, I have people in Jamaica and all over who log on and train with them. So you can just message me after. And I'll give you those details if you want to start with a group class. But yeah, I think I'm chatting enough now.
No, Kristen, you said a lot. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kristen. I mean, if you want to follow Kristen's journey, of course, you can just hit her up.
Yes, hit me up. Hit
Yeah.
me up. And my coach said, see my coach there got lost for life. Just say follow us. Yes.
Yeah,
And
man.
remember guys,
What?
ACV, apple cider vinegar,
Uh-huh.
cayenne pepper, and water.
Tell me what's that
With
for?
it helps to boost your metabolism, and it also helps detoxing and yeah. And it's a fat burner. The cayenne pepper is actually a fat burner.
All right, Kristen.
I'm
Thank you
burning
so
fat.
much.
I'm burning fat while I'm talking to you guys.
Oh my gosh, cheers. You should have told me, let me put some inside there. All right, later.
All right, bye. How I end this thing?
I'll end this for you. So yeah, you hear Kristen? She was saying you just have to find that one thing that motivates you and keep you going. And that for me, I remember when I started out, it was actually, I started out doing spinning, and I was like, Lord God, I went inside the spin class and I was like, I cannot with this because, the spin, the bicycles, the seats, they're tough, right? And I was in there and I was like, oh my God. So you spin a little bit and you get up and you're like, hey, Janella, right? So this lady right here, she actually, I remember the first time I went to the gym with Janella. That's when you used to go up by Gymkhana. And I thought the gym was about dressing up and, going up there in your matchy and go on the treadmill and walk up and down. So I used to do that, but Janella was my motivation for going to the gym. And then I realized, we used to do mountain spring, and then came Zuzu Mommy, right? And I'm talking to Janella now because we have to go to that dance class tomorrow. And Janella is telling me, say, our belly big. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Janella? What do you mean? But then, we seem to forget that for those who, for the ladies who maybe just be mommy, who are just mummies, they're having it difficult. Because you see some people and they say, oh, I have the snapback body, And 1 month after baby, I am like belly flat, everything like that. Was that the case for you, JP?
Okay, thanks for having me, Dara. I'm so happy tonight that I'm not just a filler, but I can actually show. Hi, everyone. As Dara said, if you are a mommy, you need to let's talk. Let's talk.
Mhm.
Now, before I had the baby, as Dara mentioned, I was extremely active. Always has been because I mean, and this goes from primary school all the way into my adulthood. I'm very athletic. I love sports. I'm the opposite of Kristen actually. She didn't like to exercise. I love to exercise. I love to go hiking. I love to play football, netball. I'm from St. Lucia, and every Saturday and Sunday we used to do beach volleyball, go run somewhere, and what have you. When I was pregnant, guys, people used to look at me weird because I was that one person
The
in
Energizer
Emancipation
Bunny.
with my big old belly. I'll jog or walk or whatever it is.
Mhm.
So I was that girl. Also during pregnancy, what was very interesting is that I had a craving for greens. So while people crave ice cream and chocolate, I crave greens. And even before that, let me just rewind because I just think that it's important for me to provide the context under which I'm facing the problem that I'm facing now. Um, like Kristen, I used to do meal preps. I was that one girl in the office. I used to do my green juices. I
Yes.
used to do my blend. I used to do my water detox with my lemon and cucumber and what was it, mint. I mean, I was that girl. And then I had a baby. I had a C-section, and I remember. Okay, so how the C-section thing goes after 6 weeks, then you're given the green light to go work out. So I remember after the 6 weeks, I actually waited until 8 weeks, and I decided with my baby to go up Mountain Spring.
Yes, I remember you pushing.
That was the worst mistake ever. And I think that traumatized me because I was in so much pain after. I thought that something was actually wrong because apparently the C-section area, it was not
Healed.
healed properly.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to push myself because again, this is what I know. And I think for like maybe about 6 to 8 months after, I treaded very cautiously. Now, lucky for me, my daughter, she breastfed. So I was that mommy. I did not put on weight really. I was super actually I look kind of hungry and I never like how I got very skinny
Yes.
post childbirth. I think it's because of the breastfeeding. But probably maybe about a year and 3 months after again, Dara, I was so scared. I mean, I knew within myself that the scar was okay, but I really did not want to go back there. And I tried working out again, and I just could not continue. I don't know what happened to me. And then I started to put on some serious weight. And guys, I I have not weighed myself, but I know that I am fat because my clothes don't fit. And I heard Dara talking about the thing tomorrow. I'm actually thinking of popping out because when I take off my clothes and I see my gut, I see my arms. I don't have, interestingly, I have no love handles and my body seems to be intact. But I look at the cellulite on my legs. I look at the cellulite on my butt. I look at my stomach and I am disgusted with myself, to be quite honest with you. And I think I don't think that I'm a bad eater. I don't think I've ever been. I only snack. I snack mostly. I don't know if you ladies can relate, but close to menstruation time,
Mm-hmm.
I would have with sweets and stuff like that. But I think ordinarily, I don't think that I'm a bad eater. I like bread. Um, yeah, I'm just not active, and I am paying the price.
So I remember,
I'm fat.
I remember you starting. I remember during COVID-19, I used to watch you. You made this concerted effort to go home and work out after news. I used to see you about 10 o'clock walking around your apartment complex doing like some 5 miles, and I was like, you go, Janella. After a long day, you're putting in that, and then what happened?
Okay, so I am suffering from something called mommy guilt. I don't know how many mothers can relate to this, but mommy guilt is where you don't want the child to feel like you're neglecting her. So sometimes I leave home very early in the morning, and I have to sometimes she's not even up yet, or I'm unable to take her to school, and in the night you are trying now rush home to catch her up, because again you don't want to. This is just, I guess maybe because I'm an inexperienced mom, but this is just how I have spent the last 3 years of my life. She's my center, and I've neglected myself because I'm trying to be there for my child. Any spare time that I have, it is done with her. I believed that if I take half an hour to go train or to go work out or to go run, I will be depriving her of time. So I realized that that is not the case, because she knows that her mother loves her. She knows that I'm here for her, and I'm trying to shake off the guilt and trying to get back into that mode. So as Kristen said, it's a mind thing. And I think scrolling through some pictures that I had last year, and I don't know how I ended up looking at it, and I looked at it and I said to myself, where is that girl? And then I also reminded myself, Dara, that if I'm unhealthy, if I'm unfit, I will not be able to be there for my child in the long run. Yeah. So one time she looked at my belly and she's rubbing my tummy and she's like, Mom, you need to exercise. Let's go and exercise. This is a 3-year-old, by the way. So I remember she was doing jumping jacks, and the two of us were just jumping and whatever. And then I started to do some push-ups, and she got involved as well. So I realized, hey, this is not all that bad, because I can also get her involved, because she's pretty much aware of the exercises because of PE at school.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows the push-ups, and she knows the ab workouts, and she knows the jumping jacks, and she knows, well, she tries to burpee. So having seen that in PE class, line PE class, that they do some of these things, I try to say do 10 minutes with her. Again, I'm now in the frame of mind where I am ready to get back to where I once was. I'm really, really trying to shake off that mommy guilt. And, again, it's not necessarily for me to look sexy, but as Kristen pointed out, I just want to be healthy. I want to be there for my child when I'm 60, 80, 90, 100. And I think that the only way that I can do that is to just try to be as healthy as possible. It's not about losing weight. It's just about maintaining a healthy, body and mind as well, because that too is very important. So I know that a lot of mommies are struggling, Dara. It is hard because you come from work and you're deadbeat, you're tired. I mean, sometimes I'm exhausted. I go to run and I'm exhausted.
Do you think the pressure of getting this snap back body makes a lot of like the mothers feel guilty and try to overdo it?
I think so, because we're so consumed. Hi, Vash. And I just want to, before I get to that, I just want to acknowledge Vashon Brown. I am so super proud of him. He has been consistently working out for 1 year, and he made this mentioning the fact that he has not gotten sick for once in the year.
Yep.
Before was not into working out. I remember us going to Emancipation Park and me trying to push him, and and of course he I guess maybe I'm not a trainer, I'm not the best motivator, but I am so proud of you, Vash, and I hope that you don't stop, because you look sexy and you are healthy, because hey, there's no more asthma, there's no more coughing. Anyway, back to snapback.
Yes.
Them lie them. Listen, people tend to say, you see the Hollywood actresses, especially Dara, how they're all, their tummies all tucked in. But you never know, say sometimes all of them are wearing waist trainers. So they're not honest with you a lot of the times. So you see them and you just believe like, oh my God, so I just had a baby, how comes I don't look that way? And then again, not everybody has the same body type. So a person after having a child, they go back to being skinny. Some skinny people put on weight and it's a challenge to take off the weight. I just believe that people need to, first, you need to commit to it. And once you committed to it, you need to just take baby steps in getting back to whatever goal that you have in mind in terms of how you look. But it's a lot of baby steps. Some women have C-sections now and they're unable to work out. You understand? So I mean, it's not a one size fits all, but a lot of pregnant women, once they pop that baby, they're under pressure to look a particular way. And I hate it when men whose bellies are bigger than ours talk about the fact that, oh, you are so fat. How your belly stays so. I had to tell a guy the other day, have you looked at your tummy recently? I have a child. What is your excuse? You understand what I'm saying? Some men are so horrible. Some women are so horrible. I mean, there are so many reasons why women put on weight. And I think as women also, we need to be very mindful of how you approach women. Don't just say, oh, you look like you have oh, congratulations. I used to get that a lot.
Yes, you're pregnant.
I think downright mean, so you're discouraging that person from taking the step, because you go into depression. I mean, that has never happened to me, but you go into depression and then you just decide, say, okay, I can't bother. Miss Chin says, Lida Mattel, I'm 4 months post baby and I was slim, now I'm gaining weight like crazy. Exactly. Every woman is different, and we need to come out of this that, oh, it's 3 months postnatal and I am still fat. No, it's so you can get help in certain ways. You can get a nutritionist, you can get a trainer. I mean, it's just so many things, but I just don't want women to think that once you have the baby, you're gonna look like a skinny girl.
So Jay, how are you now coming out of that? How do you plan to come out of that mommy guilt phase in your life now to start including workout?
Okay, so again, it goes back to the mind. It goes back to the mind. I think that I am very serious about shaking the mommy guilt now. Keep telling myself every morning, I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to shake it off. I'm going to shake it off. So when the year started, I started with the healthy eating, trying to cut off the bread. So instead of the bread, I just have my eggs and I drink my tea. I've cut sugar now. On Monday, I'm going to start a 3-day detox program. That is just to flush my system. And again, these are things that I used to do on a regular. Every month I used to detox for at least a week. I don't think I can manage a week now, so I'm just going to do the 3 days, and then baby steps. I'm going to just start walking, even if it's for half an hour, and where I can, I will involve Zuri. The two of us probably going to go walk or go run or do something. So again, it's about the mind, Dara. My mind is at a place where I'm saying to it, or I'm telling it that we have to start. I have to look sexy naked. Stasia, this one is for you, looking sexy naked. at least I'm giving myself at least 4 months. It says they said it takes 21 days to form a habit, and I'm committed. Baby steps, baby steps.
Right.
But I think I got this.
And that's what I mean, not just for mummies, but for other persons who have started and stopped along the way. You're saying to them, do baby steps.
Baby steps. You don't just say one day I'm just gonna go to I'm gonna start a kickboxing class and think that, especially if you haven't worked out for a while, you may not keep up with it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be discouraged, just keep at it. Consistency is important. I am a living example of what being consistent can do, because I was that person.
Mm-hmm.
I felt better about myself. I was more energetic.
Yeah.
Looked good, So, and again, I think there are times that my confidence is comes into question, because you don't look a particular way anymore. And you know me, Dara, sometimes I wear the big clothes.
Yes.
So now you know that the clothes are even bigger.
Janella is like a size 4, and Janella will wear size 8 clothes.
I'm a size 6. I'm a size 6, but not a perfect size 6. But I'm a size 6. And when I put on the size 6 clothes, my belly is like, And I think one of the things that reading primetime news every night is also a challenge, because in my mind, I'm conscious of the people who are probably judging me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because her face is fat. How come she looks pregnant today? And that kind of a way. So yeah.
Baby steps.
It's a challenge. But again, mindset, and I'm ready for the ride.
All right, Janella, thank you so much. I want you to stay on, because we have two experts coming on who may be able to guide you as to taking those baby steps and making them a jog and then a 100-meter dash. So thank you so much. And I mean, if you have questions for Janella, but I don't see any questions inside here, Jay, but I'm sure you'll be on the live, so if anything you can answer. You say?
Someone is saying, how do you be consistent with a baby and you study? Well, I think that it's all right. So I don't know how old your baby is, but I remember there was a time when that you can do the simple. You have her like this, and then you go up, that kind of a way. Or if you have stairs, you have the baby on you and you just walk, even if it's for half an hour or 15 minutes, but it's just to get it consistent. Thank you, Miss J. Pinnock. I rock those dresses every night. Yes, because I know how to create an illusion. I dress my body type, But yeah, it's a process, ladies. And the lady with that child and you're studying, you can do it. With the baby, consider the baby as your own personal weights, like you have the weights at the gym. So you can do simple things with her. You're going around in the house, you just walk with her to work your arms, you bring her up and down. These things are simple, but they actually can help.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm a size 4, probably a size 4, but I wear 6. But like big clothes.
No, Janella, I tell you, I'm gonna come in a closet and throw them all out. But yeah. So Jay, stick around. Let me see what my trainers, but what advice they can give you in terms of moving forward, taking that 100-meter dash from the baby steps. Thank you so much. All right. So from one busy woman to another busy woman, I have been watching this lady on her journey. And I am so proud of her, because I am seeing her. So she's a mom. She's an attorney at law. She also lectures. She has her radio program, and she has her television program. Dion, where you find time to exercise? How is your fitness journey?
Hi. I think the most important thing, Dara, is to say that it's very much a journey. So, I mean, this is not at all a situation of, I've made it, I'm exactly where I want to be, I'm as fit as whatever. It's still every day is still very much a journey. You said where I find time to exercise. Well, you mentioned my radio program, which finishes 7:30 in the evening, and I'm a morning person. So night exercising is not for me at all. By the time the radio program done, me done. And then some days I put all angles as well. So it's not evening. So for me, it has to be morning, you know?
Morning.
Excuse me.
How long
Yeah,
ago you got started?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah. But very slowly, because what happened is that is when I started beyond the headlines, right? After a couple of years, I started to feel away. Hold on, I'm having all these discussions about health issues and hypertension and diabetes, and I'm not living, you know, any kind of healthy life. I was very, very sedentary. So I started walking, and that was really my entry into trying to become more healthy, trying to become fit. And for years, that's all I did. Well, I walked. I used to go down in Mobe. I used to go down Fifth Street, Gloucester Avenue, and I'd walk for like, you know, maybe 45 minutes walk, 20 minutes up, walk 20 minutes back. When I came to Kingston, I started to walk in E Park, because I have to tell you, I'm afraid of Jamaican neighborhoods, so me no walking in the neighborhood them, because I'm afraid I dog them. Yes, I have to go somewhere central where I'm sure the dog now come run me down, you know? So I was in E Park for years after I came to Kingston, and then about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided I wanted to. Oh no, I started boot camp with Juliet Cuthbert.
Yeah.
Gillian Horton dragged me, right, and that's once a week. And once I started going, I really was hooked. I like pushing myself, but you know, while you listen or you feel them things said it was easy, I was struggling. I could not get through one full boot camp.
So
you know, I'd be struggling. Yeah, I'd be struggling every single week. So about 5 years ago, I decided, okay, it's time to really get serious and bump it up a notch. So me and a group of friends got together and said we'd start to walk up Mountain Spring, which for people who haven't done it, that is a hill that busts your ass, right?
No matter how many
remember
times you go up that hill.
It took me weeks. It took me weeks to be able to go up without stopping, you know. The first time I remember reach up, and Burbick, who was one of my friends who was in the group walking, said, wow, you did it without stopping. And I was like, yeah, you know. And I started to feel the difference. People at my boot camp were seeing the difference in terms of how I was operating. So I did that for about maybe a year and a half with my friends. But then, you know, life happened. They moved to places where it was difficult for them to get to Mountain Spring in the morning. So I did it for myself for about, I don't know, 4 to 6 months, and then said, okay, you know, I really was missing the group. It wasn't that much fun by myself anymore.
Hold on, before you go to the rest of it now. So Kamika is asking, would you say walking is very effective? For you, was it very effective? Did you get what you wanted out of it?
It's effective, but I wanted to stick it up and take it up a notch. So as I used the words earlier, it was my entry into the fitness, which I think is very important. You just have to, Janella was saying you have to start somewhere, and you do have to start. And I mean, there are different things. So you can say you're going to walk 5K every day, for instance, you know. I was doing about 40 minutes, which obviously was decent, but it wasn't pushing me the way I wanted to be pushed, which is why I started to go to Mountain Spring, which is inclined now. So that was pushing me harder. And then no, when I said, okay, like I said, my friends had stopped doing Mountain Spring, so I said, let me try an actual gym. And I did J1 me, they're near just off Oxford Road, and they are awesome. I loved it there. They have going is one, coming down is two. Mountain Spring is a boss. No, coming down, you have to come down backwards. Me always have your knees. You have to be careful with your knees. You mash up your knees. So yeah, we used to walk down and walk down backwards. So yeah, I started to go to JYM, just you and me training, because they have a group training system. Because I'd gone to Spartan years ago, never lasted there because I felt very uncomfortable, very out of place, and I just went and walked instead. But the way Jim does it, JYM, Camille and Wendy, big up to them, they're so awesome. Everybody who goes there is assigned to a trainer. Nobody works out by themselves. It's not one of those gyms.
Right.
So, and you know, the trainer will oversee a small group. So I was there until COVID. And then when COVID hit,
So hold on, Dion. So
I'm not
you went
there.
to gym, JYM, and then you did the boot camp on a Saturday?
That's right.
Where you
Yeah, yeah.
find so
Boot
much
camp was
energy from? Gym and then
boot
boot camp?
I was doing 3 days a week at gym, right? So I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday for boot camp. Because just because I'd been going to boot camp for so long, I didn't want to end that. And you know, it's a really nice little family we have at boot camp. You know, some of us been years, and we help encourage each other, and it's just a fun atmosphere. So even though it's a lot of work as well, because gym had their own boot camp as well, you know, and I was saying to them, no, my Saturday is for my boot camp family. I'm not leaving that out. Yeah.
So you're there now. Your thing is you have associated yourself with people, like-minded people who can push you along the way.
You know, I heard Janella saying that, and your other guest,
Kristen.
Kristen, I think. Yeah. There, and I'd say two things about that. So one, yeah, a number of my close friends are also fitness minded, and we talk about it and stuff, and we'll share stuff and help to encourage people. But the flip side of that is that when your fitness is dependent on a group, if the group falls away, I think you're at risk of losing some of your motivation as well. So I actually prefer to work. I'm not really a group person. I actually do prefer to work by myself because you know you can adjust your time. You can go any kind of time, and like I said, you don't have to worry about losing motivation if somebody else drops out. So I mean, since COVID, I stopped going to gym. I'm not judging anybody who is still at gym, guys. Not judging you, but I just don't feel comfortable in a gym setting. So since COVID, I stopped working with for about a month, and then I was like, no, you can't do this. So I've started since then working with YouTube trainers. I found two awesome trainers. Pop Sugar has some really awesome workouts. And then I work with Sydney Cummings, who is like wicked, awesome. So right now I work out 5 days a week, 4 days a week with you. Let me see, Monday, Wednesday, Friday I work out. Is that right? I stretch, no, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, right? I stretch Wednesday, I stretch Sunday, and then I do boot camp as well. So it's 5 workouts and 2 rest days on which I stretch, right?
What keeps you going, Dion?
Let me tell you something, Dara. You have a birthday named 40, all right? You have a birthday named 40. Once you hit 40, your body starts to go to shit. I'm sorry, it's true. It's all downhill after that. After that, you're fighting. I'm not trying to say life goes downhill. It doesn't. Life is still awesome, but everything gets harder. You put on weight easier. It's harder to lose the weight. And then the lifestyle diseases, you know, because like a lot of Black people, I have diabetes in my family, I have hypertension in my family, you know, so you start to get very concerned. For me, I've seen what happens if you get older and you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
It makes old age much less enjoyable, you know. You want to be older. I mean, you want to be 70, you want to be 75, God willing, we live that long, and still be healthy, you know, and physical activity is a huge part of that. I mean, I've been diagnosed with hypertensive. I'm on medication for that, under control, but at the same time, activity is a huge part of ensuring that you keep those things under control, you know. So for me, that's a huge part of it. Plus, me still want to look good. The fact that me I get old and I mean, say me no want to look good in my clothes same way. Me still want to look good, you know. Not just because I'm on TV. Just like put on my clothes and know say me look good, even if whether I'm 40, whether I'm 45, whether I'm 50, whatever. So I mean, some of the role models I use, you know, I look at people like Halle Berry, I look at people like J-Lo, I look at people like Jada, you know, who all are very active and have fitness routines, and I look at what they do. So one of the big things for me has been nutrition. That has been the hardest thing for me because I had a habit of I would come in late, and I come in really late, and if I had a stressful day or whatever, I would head for the kitchen and start eat and start nibble and whatever, and it adds up. So I mean, the biggest thing I've done since last year is I dropped sugar in my tea. And it might sound minuscule to people, but Dara, I don't know if you remember me around the newsroom. Anybody who work with me can tell you, I drink tea from morning to night.
Yes.
Literally, you never see me
Without
without a thermos cup. Yeah. So that's a whole heap of sugar over the course of a day. You know, even when I cut it down to 1 teaspoon, cut it down to half teaspoon, it's still a whole heap of sugar. So I tried to drop it before I hadn't managed it. This time I dropped it again and I've kept it down. I've basically stopped bread. I've dropped rice.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, midday meal now is meat and veg. You know, and I try to have my last meal about 4 to 5 because I'm working kind of with an intermittent fasting. I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Hold on.
So my last meal.
Your last meal is at 4 or 5 o'clock in the day?
Yeah. And then after that, just tea till morning.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, tea fully up. So I can see that because I know 4 or 5 o'clock.
Unsweetened tea.
Unsweetened tea.
Unsweetened. Right.
How long it take you to develop that discipline there, Dion?
Years. As a matter of fact, it was something that was so distressing for me because I'm disciplined in other areas of my life. I mean, I've done well academically. I've done lots in journalism. When I'm working, and it was just so hard to get the food thing under control. It really was. So even now, for instance, because this is January, this has just been about 3 or 4 months now I've been on this regime.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they say it take 90 days to form habits. I'm just about there. But I come home and this is like 9, 10 o'clock. And I just start saying to myself, you're not eating, you know. Make another cup of tea, sit down with the tea till you decompress and ready to go to bed. You're not eating. Yeah.
So for persons who want to start this fitness journey, you talk about your ups and your downs. What's the best advice you can give to them right now to have them up and out?
Okay. I think the first thing is be clear in your mind what you're doing it for. Like I said, if you have diabetes in your family, if you have hypertension in your family, and whether or not you do, you're going to be getting older. And you need to think about keeping healthy as you get older. Mm-hmm. Look at the people around you. You know, you want to be around for them. One of your former guests had said, and that's entirely true as well. Yeah, so think of your reasons for doing it and keep those in the forefront of your mind. And then I would absolutely say ease into it. I am not going to tell anybody who wants to start a fitness journey to go jump up and go join gym and throw themselves into a gym program immediately, because I think that is likely to drop out after a couple of weeks because it's hard. It's really, really hard. And I think you have to kind of build up your endurance, you know? So like for me, it was walking. For somebody else, it might be netball or jogging. I hate jogging. So that wasn't it for me either. Find a way to ease yourself into it. Gradually start building up your endurance until you're ready to move to something a little bit more intense.
Mm-hmm. So I see you have started a challenge. And I'm like, what, Dion? I can't do that and I see you doing it. Tell me about your challenge there.
The push-up challenge?
Yes.
I'd mentioned to you that since COVID, I've been doing YouTube trainers, right? Mm-hmm. And one of them, the Bowflex challenge channel has some really nice videos on it. So one of them I came across this push-up challenge. I'm big on. I used to do a whole heap of push-ups, then I stopped. I'm trying to get back into it because push-ups are just one of the most awesome things for your arms. And again, as you get older, you know, so the back wing them come on. And I'm not enough, right? I like to wear my sleeveless. I love sleeveless. So the arm thing is a big thing for me. I like to see the definition in my arms. See, it don't look too bad.
Yeah, man.
From lifting and so on. So yes, I came across this push-up challenge on the Bowflex channel. And it's so hard. It sounds so easy. It's just a 3-minute challenge. 30 seconds regular push-ups. It's fine. You're going on and you feel like you're okay. And 30 seconds diamond push-ups, which is when your hands are together like this. This is when you're really working the triceps, and it's much harder. And then rest again 10 seconds, and 30 seconds push-ups with lifting, alternating legs. And the last 30 seconds is the Spider-Man push-ups, where you bring up your leg as you go down, you know, and you're supposed to try to make it to 4 sets in all. I just reached a stage where I finished 1 set, and I'm now trying to perfect my form before I start the second set. But one of my 2021 goals is by the end of 2021, I want to be able to do the 4 sets of that challenge.
So you're only 2021 when you come on to working out and everything like that?
Well, remember what I said at the beginning, it's a journey, still a journey. I mean, it's just nice to be able, you actually do, Janella mentioned the word consistency, and that's absolutely it. You know, so every day, like one of the trainers on the Bowflex channel that I watch, his thing is, you know, do what you can do. If you're challenging yourself, you're changing yourself. That keeps ringing in my ears, you know. When you feel like you can't do anymore, the next one that you manage to push yourself to, that's the one that really helps you to get stronger. So it's just an issue. And like I said to people, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. But you just have to say to yourself, what's the alternative? To be unfit, get older without being active, that's not on.
Me look good, my body healthy, me a good ass. That's yeah. Listen, if that's a mantra for 2021, let's go and let's own 2021. So this challenge that you're doing, can persons come on board with you? How does it work?
Well, I've been sending it around to my friends, but most of them not taking me on, because it's like, then try one time, but it's like, yeah, what is your send one?
Yes, because that's Spider one that you're talking about, where you put down your hand and lift up. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, I'll link it. I can put the link to it in my Insta thing once I come off. But it's just a lot of fun. I think to push yourself and what you can really do and how much you can do, you know. Because let me go quickly. I was your first guest. I was Kristen, right? I'm a nerd. I was a nerd in high school. Me can't do no sport. My activities in school were library club and key club, all right, and student council. So there was nothing athletic in my background. Me have no coordination, right? I tried playing badminton when I was on campus. I played for my block, and I got 15 love, all right? And I'm sorry for me. It's why I'm never going to do it. If you could have gone to the negative, I would have. So I can't do sports. So it's like, what do I do? And for me, it has to be the working out.
So I see you running today now. I see you at boot camp today with this thing on your back, running with it, Dion. Look here.
Yeah,
How you do that? By the way, what's the weight on that thing?
That was 30 pounds.
And I see you doing like doing a 100-meter dash.
You're supposed to try to sprint with it. It's so fun because when I started with both my trainers, with Juliet as well as with Canila at gym, I used to say to them, look, I don't run and I don't jump. I still not jumping again because of my knees. I really, I want to make sure I don't run into trouble with my knees, especially as I'm getting older. But yeah, I find myself I'm able to do more running now because I'm trying to work in as much cardio as I can. That's one of the reasons I go boot camp, because I get a lot of cardio there. And I do cardio once or twice as well during the week. Monday I do full body. Tuesday I do arms. Wednesdays rest day. Thursdays leg day. Fridays cardio. Saturdays is boot camp, and then Sundays rest day again. And rest day meaning stretch.
Okay,
not that I do nothing.
Even in your rest days, you're still doing some kind of physical thing to keep those.
Stretching is absolutely critical, both because you're working out and also because you're getting older. You need to stretch to make yourself limber. And again, that's one of the critical things. When I used to do yoga with Danae, she would say, as you get older, the absolutely most important thing is stretching and keeping yourself supple.
Dion, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate you coming on and telling us. And I'm gonna try that fitness challenge. So tag me in it and let me see. But if you see me pop down and I know the thing go, I can't push up.
I want company to do it.
Yes, man. Let me try it and see. My upper body is, as I tell my trainer, I think I have a weak upper body. So I can't do all of them
All,
someday.
all the more reason for you to do push-ups. Oh, you know who was one of my primary motivations, is one of my primary motivations with push-ups? Michelle Obama.
Oh God, you see her arms?
And she's a beast at push-ups. So yeah, push-ups, body weight alone can do so much, you know.
Yes. All right, Dion. I'm on it with you. I'm on it. Thank
There
you
you go.
so much for coming
Good.
on tonight, Dion.
Yeah,
All
man.
right,
Take
take
care.
care. So we have one more superpower lady in to come on, right? And I know after her, so you see different stories, different ladies, different stories about how to start your fitness journey and to maintain it. I have one more lady coming on. I tried a challenge that she had and it was superb. After Stasia, I will have the trainers come on and they will help us along the way because I see you having all those questions. Hi Ricardo, thank you so much for joining me. Hugs to you, Liver. You're gonna Dara Live. You're always consistent. I know that you lost your dad recently. Hugs from us here. Big up yourself. Hi to my friend Julius, all the way from New York. I know, Julius, you're a gym freak. So, hi, thank you all for coming on. Let me get this lady on now. Where is Miss Tasia? I'm going to get her on because Tasia has a different way of doing her workout. And I tried her challenge the other day, and it was so, so, so awesome. Now, Tasia, like Janella, they've been very active. Stasia, I mean, I remember up you with Stasia was always in the Taylor Hall competitions and doing all these things, Stasia. And then tell me about that first before we go into what happened after that. By the way, you are looking gorgeous with that redhead. What's going on?
Hi, Daryl. I never hear you just now. You can repeat?
Girl, it was all good things I was saying. I was just talking about how active you were on campus, on Taylor Hall, in all those
Oh,
competitions, so talk to us about Stasia, those days with Stasia. Now you're an entrepreneur and you are I want to get that title, legacy builder, right? We have to get the titles up there in Stasia. So tell us about Stasia from you days, the active one.
all right. So first of all, I am a sports person from prep school, high school. My favorite class has always been PE. So, so like Jamila, I love sports. Went to UE, same thing. I was Taylor Hall Sportswoman of the Year. I don't remember which year. I played netball, football, volleyball, table tennis, basketball. I played that for my block and I played that for my hall. So in the mornings we would have hall block competitions, and in the evening we would either have training or inter-hall sports, and then I played for UE as well. So I played for block, hall, and UE. So I was always active. So I wasn't even thinking of it as exercise because I was doing what I love, which is playing sports and competing.
Mm-hmm.
So I never looked at it that way. It's when I left UE and not playing sports anymore and realized after a while that I put on enough weight still. But what we used to do every summer, I would say, oh, summer body, summer body. So I would work out for the summer. And then after the summer again, after a while, I'd get back to putting on weight. But at that time, it would be a lot of weight for me,
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, it wasn't that much. When I'm looking back on the photos, I realized, boy, that never so bad. But in that moment, I thought that I was big.
All right, so hold on. So you were working out on campus, and that helped you to stay nice and fit and healthy, right? And then
Right.
that stopped, and you realized that you were gaining, and you used to do the little summer crash thing where you said, "Oh, we're working." So it's a dieting and the kind of forced thing to get the summer
Well,
body
not
going.
necessarily dieting, but working out.
Mm-hmm.
I was more into the working out.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be, so I would fluctuate. I would work out for a period, then I would stop, and then we'll take the time to put on. So when when my body's saying, "Woman, you feel fat,"
Sluggish,
or
yes.
"You're not fit enough,"
clothes. I would feel it. My body would tell me, and I would feel it, and I would know that I'm at a high weight right now. I weigh enough right now. So then that would continue and fluctuate. And at one point I decided, okay, I need to play. I need to find a club sport. Since I love sports, I had played for a club, a basketball team. And I started doing that. And then the weight cut again because, you know, basketball is up and down, plus the training. So that when I stopped playing basketball again, start put on the weight again. And every time I would travel often, like I travel for a period, and every time I travel and come back, but big.
What was your diet like, Stasia? Is that case where you love food like myself?
I think, yeah, but I think because I love particular foods. I love snacking. So I would snack right through. So I think that's the main issue is that I'm a snacker. So I would snack a lot. And I think the last time that I put on weight, which was the last time, which I think is the biggest I've ever been in my life, because I'm sure that I didn't weigh, but I was bigger than I was the period before. And the period before I was 170 pounds. And I felt bigger and looked bigger. So I assume I was about 175, 180 pounds at my biggest, which was the end of 2018 to January 2019. I was the biggest I had ever been. And I said to myself.
And what would be your ideal body weight? What would be your ideal weight at that time?
I think it's about 140. I think that would be ideal for my height.
So you were like 45 pounds over?
Yeah. Or about 40 pounds over.
So that was your wake-up call?
The thing about it, the truth is, and within myself, I know that I can never be, whenever I reach a particular point, I start working out again. So I will never be at the point where I am just one place forever, but I was fluctuating, and I'm saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to fluctuate. I just want to be consistent. I want to make it a lifestyle. And I thought this time around that I would focus more on what I put into my body. And then I just said to myself, it's a lifestyle. I'm not going on it. That's why I didn't even go on the scale. I'm not going on any scale. I will wait. And I even said in my head, I'm thinking 2 years. So I'm just saying in 2 years. I just said that just so that I wouldn't have to be on the scale, off the scale. So I just said 2 years because that's far. And I said, I've always I shouldn't say always wanted to, but I've said that I knew one day I was going to be vegan. Okay. And in 2019, in January, I said, I'm going vegan. And I did. So I started that journey. But because I don't cook, so for me, I said I have to fit this lifestyle so that it's easy for me. So one of the things I decided to do was to eat more raw food. So I would eat things that you pick or you buy from the market. So so my friends decided to call me fruitarian because, you know, there are fruits that I eat because I don't cook. So fruits and veggies, things that I can just eat without having to prepare.
How was that for you though? I mean, coming from cooked food and all of that to just eating fruits and veg, how was that?
Well, I'm not going to say that I just, oh, wow, she just went vegan straight. No, that was not my story. My story was in increments. So how I started my vegan journey initially was, first I would only eat, not eat meat once for the week. Then I moved to twice for the week I don't eat meat until I could go a week without eating meat and only eat meat on weekends until I realized that I don't need to eat it anymore. However, there are times now when you go out, because they do, especially when I'm on the road for work, they don't make, even no matter how many times you tell them, they don't make any they don't care basically. That's what I end up saying. Because they say I'm vegan, I don't eat this, and I'm still going to say, oh, we have fish. I said, but I don't eat fish either. Okay. So I ended up at some points because I just couldn't do, because I said, okay, see some vegetable there. I'm gonna say raw vegetable like that, the little thing. So at one point, I started putting some curry gravy, some curry gravy on the vegetables, and people would say, since you're eating the curry gravy, might as well you just
Eat piece of curry.
the meat. And I said to myself, no, this is not a religion. This is not a whatever. So I said, me eating the meat is me eating the curry gravy is different from me eating the meat, because me saying, all right, I'm going to eat the meat just because I will not progress. I said, no, this is the stage I am at right now where I have to eat the curry gravy with it. Until I did that, until I never need it anymore. And now I'm at a point where at least after that, I was like 85 to 90% raw, and the other 10% I was eating cooked vegan food, because sometimes you feel for something warm. So I would go strictly raw, you know.
So how did that help your fitness journey and your weight loss?
I want to tell you that I'm just doing it because I'm saying lifestyle, eventually. But when people started saying, yeah, lose weight, man, but sometimes you're the last to realize, you know, because people say, you lose weight, man, and I say, you didn't look. And I say, really? But I couldn't see it initially. Like, I couldn't see it initially.
I remember when I saw you, I was like,
yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah, man. I couldn't see it initially. And another thing is, in the February of, like, I just turned vegan in January, and then February I took a picture, and when the photographer showed me that picture, I knew I was big enough, but when they showed me the picture, I said, I'm vegan? No, sir. And that got me really, like, focused on just eating right. And at that point, I wasn't really exercising. I just changed my diet. After maybe a year, I saw, at least before a year, maybe 6 months, I saw a difference. I could fit in certain things and whatever. No, this 2020 now, my birthday was coming up, and I decided, hey, I'm going to do a 40 days raw challenge.
Oh,
because
yes.
I eat raw most of the time, you know, but not straight consecutively. So I'd eat, like, as I said, 85 to 90% raw, and then I'd have cooked vegan meals or otherwise. So I said I was going to do 40 days raw. I thought I could do it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to invite some people to come on the journey with me. I was saying maybe 50. I was saying maybe 50 persons will come on. I was shocked that over 80 persons said, yo, I want to do this journey with you. Of course, not all who start with you will end with you. But
I know, I saw the results. But not even know, like, first of all, I was like, raw food? Can I manage 40 days? Well, I started late. I started about I think you went 10 days in when I started. And I was like, how am I going to do this? But it was so good. I mean, apart from the days when I fall off, when I do roast breadfruit and ackee and saltfish and I can't help myself. For the most part, it was really good. It introduced your palate to some other things where you didn't think of doing before. And I saw the results because I was like, what? Belly flat? You know?
Yeah, man, it was for the raw food. It was not just eating fruits and veg, but you couldn't microwave, you couldn't have anything processed, you couldn't heat up anything. So it was, and you had to drink a gallon of water. So trust me, there was a lot of good results. Persons were eczema had cleared up within the time frame, and not everybody went to 40. Some could only do 2 weeks, some did 21 days. But no matter how many days they did or weeks they did, they saw improvement. People lost 10 pounds in a week, 15 pounds. clear up skin and
Yeah,
all sorts of
man.
things. It
Skin
was
pretty and
really,
everything. So that
so
is
this,
how you. So that is how you started your. But that is how you've been maintaining your journey
that's
by
what I
eating right.
mean. Right, and that's how because I know before, but this is how I have confirmed
Mm.
that nutrition is the thing because I don't know if it is possible to show. I'm not sure, but when
Try
did you
it, try
start?
it, because I wanted to see. I wanted to see the before and after. I'm not tech savvy. I've been trying to do that, but I want them to see where
I know
you're coming from.
I can do it, but I'm not sure if I can do it on a shared live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can do it on a shared live, but let me.
If it doesn't
Yeah.
work, you just go over to Stasia's page and you will see it. You will see the difference in terms of where she's coming from and when she started, where she has been. It's let me see Stasia what they say. Oh yeah, so
No,
just
I was
go
just,
to
I
Stasia's page
just
and you can see where she's coming from and where she is right now, which
so
is
what? So
major.
yeah, and it trust me, I have done working out before. As I say, I've always worked out, stop, and I love working out. I mean, I love playing sports now, but I don't have the time, to be on a team and all of that.
Mhm.
So right now, the best thing would be to actually work out, go to a gym or work out that way. But
Tasia,
I am
you look. I must tell you, you look really nice. I mean, here the color and everything. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your neck. Things are going for you. So
what
before
I
we
want to
can,
do now is to start working. Now that I've lost the weight, I want
yeah.
to start working out now to tone up and all that kind of thing. But the nutrition is key. Big up yourself, leader.
So you. I know you're gonna redo that 40 day. Well, I don't know if it's 40 days.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be 40 days because based on the feedback I got from everybody who joined the last time, I don't want to set up people to lose. So I'd rather cut it down to either 2 weeks, 14 days, or 21 days. And even though it's still a challenge, it's still attainable so
Yeah.
that they can say, oh, and then try for something else. But the 40 days was really a stretch for most persons. So what I would encourage as well, one, to join the raw food challenge as soon as just follow me at Stacia Davidson and you'll know more about when the raw food challenge will be and how you can join and all
And
of
of
that.
course, you share some in terms of meal ideas that they can
That
do.
will be a part of it as well. That will be this time because that was one of the suggestions, recommendations we had
Mm-hmm.
from the last one. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was meal plans, grocery list, that sort of thing will be a part of this one.
How many? How much pounds you lose out of your 40 day run? Did you
Well,
weigh in?
for the 40 day, because I already was on a vegan journey,
Yeah.
I'd have lost pounds already. So I wasn't calculating my
Uh-huh.
pounds, but I always take a before and a after picture so you can actually see the difference in inches.
Yeah, man.
Um, yeah, you can actually see the difference.
Gina is
And
asking, what are the rules of raw food?
all right, so there is, wait, let me at one, there is drinking a gallon of water. Two, eating only whole food, fruits, vegetable, not using anything that you have to microwave or cook. Um, you can eat nuts, seeds. Um, I, let me check if I'm missing out anything.
No, but so Gina, what you can do, you can always go over to Stasia's page as well, and she will provide you with that information. In my case, I ate a lot of vegetable nuts. Like I made salad and I put a lot of nuts in it, and I had avocado and I put some raisins. You know those things to kind of give the salad a little flavor. And then I used to make some smoothie, and I used to use the almond and make the milk without going and buying that milk. and just using fruits and everything like that, and you'd be surprised how filling it was. And you drop pounds like crazy. What do you have for breakfast? General is asking.
Fruits,
Lunch.
fruits and tea, fruits and tea. All right. You see, for me, one thing I'd suggest, because people always saying, so what you eat? Or you're not going to have a lot of options. People who only eat chicken telling you that you're not going to have a lot of options. So it's really the same thing. I think it's just a mind block people have. Write down all the fruits that you like and love. Write down all the fruits you like and love. Write down all the vegetables you like and love. The nuts, the seeds, and you realize that you have a lot of options. You do. You have a lot of options. So yeah, going vegan is not easy. Let me tell you. That's why I suggest to start increments. With a challenge, it's a challenge. But if you want to go on that lifestyle, I would suggest starting with a 1 day, then a 2 days without meat, then a 3 days until you're able to, until it becomes easier. So you can say, okay, no meat. And it doesn't mean that because you reach the point where you say no meat, that 2 months down the line, you're not going to feel for something. If you feel for something and you take a piece or something, don't feel as if, oh God, because I take this piece now, I have to just quit. No. Just continue where you left off. Eating your fruits, eating your vegetables. There's a lot of things you may have to do as well to help you. For me, one of the things that I had to do, I unfollowed all food pages that was tempting me. I unfollowed and I followed vegan, plant-based food pages because you want to fill your mind, you want to focus on what you want to achieve. So I unfollowed the food pages and started following the plant-based pages. So I could feed my mind with that sort of healthy eating, food ideas, that sort of thing.
And you need to read your fridge and your cupboard of all the temptations, right?
I don't, people know, them can't, and nothing that I eat, if I don't eat it, it can't pass through my door. It can't, no. I don't, so sugar, I don't eat sugar with any. So I don't put sugar in anything. And this has been before I turned vegan, because I think I started the journey before, but I started one with not drinking soda, then not having sugar in anything. So I started doing certain things before, leading up, but the vegan journey now. So yeah, I've unfollowed accounts. I created a list of vegan restaurants and food shops in Kingston so that I know where I can go to eat when I want something to eat. I found other vegans for accountability and support. As I said before, I didn't bring foods that I didn't eat into my house. I went to the market weekly or bi-weekly.
Yes, I used to see you there very regularly. The vendor them supposed to know their name.
Coronation market, and when I can't make Coronation, I may go to Papine, but I'll go to Coronation market and I buy the fruits that I eat and love. And I also raid my neighbor mango tree when mango is season. And so on.
Yeah, but Stasia, you know the mom always said mango. Oh God, I love mango. And the mom always said, oh, don't eat too much mango because mango make you get fat, blah blah blah. But I saw that you were eating all of that mango and you weren't getting fat.
I mean, let's say I wasn't, when I wasn't vegan, I was eating. My thing is, I'm not going to pressure myself with all of that and checking macros and all those things. Because when I was not vegan, I wasn't checking those things. I was eating chicken, I was eating snacks, and I wasn't doing that. Now I'm eating food from the ground. Better me overeat on those things than, so yes, it is very, they say mango have a lot of calories and whatever. But I said to myself, boy, I'm going to eat the mango still. And It never affect me.
Yeah, it didn't. So Stasia, so if they, first of all, as it relates to the raw food challenge, if you're interested, follow Stasia. I know she's planning one soon, and she has some other wonderful ideas for 2021 as we own 2021. So of course, if you want more information, you can always link up Stasia. She will always respond to whatever it is that you want to ask her about. Right, Stasia?
Sure. I just want to add one thing before I leave. Well, maybe two. One, know why you're doing something. The other person, Janela and Dion and Kristen said that already, but know why you're doing it. My family also has a history, but I wouldn't say that it runs in the genes. I would say that they're habits.
Uh-huh.
They have the same eating habits, so that's why it seems as if it's genetic. And two, I openly told people on social media and in person that I was vegan. So therefore, I was being held accountable. So when I go out, they must say, "No, you say you're vegan." So I publicly declared it so that my actions would follow suit. So yeah. Again, follow me. So you can know when the raw food challenge will start and learn more and everything. Thank you for having me, Dara.
Thank you for being here, Stasia, and I look forward to your raw food challenge because I will be on it this time. Full. Like I'll go because I've seen the benefits of going on that challenge, and I know others will. So thank you very much, Stasia, and I look forward to your challenge coming on board. All right.
Hi, Natalia.
All right, Stasia, take care.
You can love me.
Yeah. All right. So we've heard from the ladies, four different stories about their health and fitness journey. Now it's time to hear from the trainers. I will start off with my trainer. Boy, I have trouble with me because you know me love my belly. I love to eat. And I remember Jex, once Jex said to me, Daryl, I said, Jex, boy, I'm not energy. Every time I come to the gym, I'm not energy. And he said, all right, Daryl, mix up this. Do some oats, put some peanut butter. What's Jex? Put some peanut butter and put some something and make a nice shake and it will give you the energy. When I mix it up, I said, but it little bitty, one little bit of oats. So I said, no, sir, I don't think of that Jex mean. We think it mean, because he said like a teaspoon or a tablespoon of me double it. Because I say, him calling me, and then I am there spinning. Every day I go spin class and I spin. And I say, Jex, I look for me. And Jex not really talk. Jex look on like, and he said, Dara, where you eat? And we said the same thing when you tell me to eat. And he said, tell me exactly what you're eating. And I said to Jex, me know you tell me say like 1 tablespoon of this, but it look small, so I double it up. Jex said, Jesus Christ. I think that was my heaviest. I think I was almost 160 for somebody who should be 125. And that's when I got serious. And this man has been helping me along my fitness journey. Jex, how are you?
How you doing, Dara?
Jex, you hear the stories, right? You hear from everybody
about
starting them journey and how them do it. Based on what you hear, first of all, how can we get started and how can we maintain that journey?
All right. Yes, that's a big journey for a whole lot of people. You know what I mean? Especially people that wants to lose weight and stuff like that. So what you have to do first of all is think about it. Consider, why do you want to go to the gym? Or why do you want to exercise? Ask yourself that question. And when you ask yourself that question, take all the reason how you would feel after exercise. Think about yourself after you exercise and achieve that goal. How you would feel, the feeling that you would have.
Yeah, Jex, because I'm not here no lie. Some days we don't want to come at the gym. Some days we say, oh God, where may I go? But then after, it's like you have a burst of energy, like you can lift up the whole place and run with it. It's like it's a different feeling.
Yeah. Because exercise also give you energy. Exercise, like after a while, after you do it for a while, you also get energy for it. from it.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, it's like you get addictive to it, and that's what you want to do. You want to get addictive to exercise because exercise is a long-term thing. So think about it like the first young lady that spoke. She said about staying young and healthy and give you a healthy life.
Mm-hmm.
A healthy life, save you some doctor money.
Yes.
So you could take your kids and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. You want to think about your goal. Think about a short-term goal and a long-term goal. If you want, put it like this. I'm gonna take it 3 months at a time, right? 3 months at a time. Say you're gonna go to the gym on a regular basis from 4 to 5 days for 3 months, 4 to 5 days a week. Just think about it like that. And when after 3 months, you're gonna see how much you achieve. And when you see how much you achieve that time, then it's gonna push you to go further.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can think about another 3 months or so ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So you break it down in parts, right?
So Jet, a lot of people always, like Kristen was saying, before she got serious about the gym, she used to make excuse, oh, me leave my shoes, oh, me feel tired this evening, oh, me this, oh, me that. How do you get over that part there, of making all the excuses about not working out?
Well, apparently you have to get more passionate about your fitness goal. Whatever your fitness goal is, whether it's to build up a particular part of your body, or is a whole health thing for you, or you know what I mean, mm-hmm. or is something that makes you want to go to the gym, something that you have to do, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Think about those and make that a fiery passion about it. Be passionate about it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Jax, do you believe? Are you one for dieting with exercising?
Dieting is good, you know, but not everybody could stick to diet, and most diet people, you're gonna come off of it anyway, and when you come off of it, that's the big thing. You might just start eat hard again, and then you gain back the weight. So what you want to develop is more like a eating style, a lifestyle type of thing, how to eat. Mm-hmm. So I would say like this is what you do. You think like the young lady says first, you think vegetables, you think protein, you think every time you're gonna eat something, make sure it has some form of protein in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And think less carbs, because you must think that carbohydrates is more on the fat building side, and protein is on the muscle building side. So think more protein and think in smaller portions.
Oh yes, you ring that in with me. Yeah. Jackson.
You know, I know, because Dara, you didn't know what portion was.
Dara, tell them about Dara, the problems you have with her.
Dara is one person. You got to watch carefully what you said to Dara about food, because you was in love with food. Yes. You know what I mean? If you say, Dara, eat one slice of bread, Dara gonna say she eat 4, because what checks, one slice of bread never full me up. Yeah. You know, like that, you know. And your favorite loving thing, your porridge.
Porridge, I love my porridge, Jex. You know that. Jex and I will argue every day about the porridge thing. Mm-hmm.
Your cornmeal porridge.
Yes.
You know, so, and I believe you cut that down. I know you cut that down because I can, you know what I mean? I mean, after you get you eating around, look what happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Now you like a gym person yourself, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, when I mean a gym person, I mean you could actually be a trainer. Ooh. The amount of stuff you don't know.
I like that, James.
Right?
I like that. So somebody, Damien is saying, no doubt COVID has impacted some people starting the gym, right? Because some people want to start the gym, but COVID-19 prevent them from doing that. How do you get around that?
All right. Well, you got to realize that COVID is a thing where right now it has a stage that even though we know it's still here, we kind of know in our brain, we kind of know that it's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. So we have to live with it. And this is one thing. Exercise is going to help you to not getting COVID. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Exercise is going to help you with that. To not getting sick. Make you stronger, make your lungs stronger, make your body stronger to deal with it. Other than if you stay home and not going to the gym, you get fat, you get unhealthy, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. That's gonna weaken your immune system and put you more at risk. So exercise is the best thing now. So thinking about the gym, we have measures set in the gym. We have spray bottle all around, disinfectant bottle around. We have sanitizer all over the place. We have paper towel rack all over the place, and we take temperature. We do what we can, and we ask our client to do what they can also.
But apart from that, if they don't want to come in the gym, there's also the online training, right?
Exactly. Also online training that you can do. You know what I mean? You can do it, but you have to exercise.
Because you'd be so surprised. I mean, I remember during COVID when Jex and I were doing the online, some simple little things that we use to do the workout, and it was so effective, right, Jex?
Exactly. We had nothing really, but we exercise every night, right?
Yeah.
We have, work with what we have. So, you know what I mean?
So what advice would you give to persons who say, oh, workout not fun?
Workout, you know, some people, they look for like entertainment in everything. And if they don't get entertainment in it, like, them don't think it's fun. But, I mean, you need some fun to exercise, some people. But you got to look at it this way. Exercise is for your benefit. To make you healthy, make you strong, make you think more faster, make your eyes stay working, you know? So you got to think about, it's not so much about fun. Sometimes the pain that you meet in exercise, it's also, you got to make it fun. Just going through those pains, you got to make it fun. You know what I mean? So you enjoy your exercise while you go, and you make sure.
You look very stern. Let me tell you something. Jex look on you. Jex, like in the gym, Jex began and Jex said, Dara, the 4 sets are 15. I said, Jex, why not the 4 sets are 15? Jex, me tired. And Jex can say, all right, do it. Because I guess he knows that the result will come from doing the 4 sets.
Yeah. Sometimes you have clients that might say, I'm tired. But, you know, I could really tell if a client is really tired just by the way they're breathing or by the way they look. Or they just want an excuse just to rest. Sometimes I give a client a talk test. I might ask you a question. And by the way you answer me, I know that you are not tired, really. You know? If you could tell me your whole name, address, and telephone number,
you're not tired.
Then you're not really in the fat burning zone, especially if you want to lose weight. You know?
So Jay, what advice would you give to persons then? So like Damien, he wants to start the gym, but COVID-19 is affecting him. You know, maybe he doesn't want to go out to the gym. And for persons who just need to just get up off the couch and start exercising, what do you say to them?
All right, Damien. I says most people know what jumping jacks are, right? Know what jumping jacks are. I would say if this is your first time exercising, if it's not your first time, then you could double it or triple it. But if this is your first time exercising, you do 20 jumping jacks. You get down on the ground and you do 10 push-ups. You stand up and you do 10 body squat. If you don't know the proper technique for the body squats, then you might just stop by a gym and ask a trainer a question. How do you do a body squat properly? Just one question. He's not going to charge you for a question. You don't have to join the gym. You know what I mean? And, you know, so you do the push-ups, you do the squats, you do the jumping jacks, and try to do about 4 or 5 sets of those. Start with that. But if you are a person who exercises and you just want to do something, you don't want to go to the gym, then buy yourself a skipping rope, and buy yourself like depends on your level, your strength level. Buy yourself a weight that you know you can lift at least for 6 to 8 times. If you want to build bigger muscle, then it must be 6 to 8. If you just want something to keep your tone, then you can do 12 to 15 or 10 to 12. Buy yourself a weight that you could use to do that, and use that weight to do shoulder press, dumbbell curls, overhead tricep press up.
And checks most of them, man.
deltoids, work your delts,
Jex, you know
right?
they know all of this already. They must go online
I
and,
know,
check
but
out them something.
yeah,
But you
but there's
say
a
get started.
yeah, it's a
Abka,
whole lot.
what's up, Abka? So you're
Yeah,
saying whatever it is, if you the first thing you have to do is to get started.
get started. Get started. That's the key right there. Just get started. Think about your health. Think about your health. A whole bunch of stuff down there if you don't exercise. Think about diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, all kind of stuff. And whenever time you feel this stuff outside, you don't want to wait till you go to the doctor and the doctor say, oh, this is it. You got to go to the doctor. You want to start exercise. No, because only exercise that can make you look younger and can also reverse your age to a little bit. So people might say, oh, you look so young. Oh, you look. Only exercise can do it. And after a certain age, the only type of exercise can do it mostly is resistance training.
But you see, Jex, you see, like somebody like me, where I go up in that age. That me want exercise make you look young, right?
Yeah.
So tell me what else I can exercise do, because other people need to know them somewhere, so they run on, young, yeah. You make your body look good and healthy, yeah.
Make your body look good and healthy, and your partner will love you more because you'll be more active in everything that you do. Yeah. You'll be more active. Your hair will grow faster. Your teeth will be more white. Your eyesight will get better, and you just have to start exercising. As you get exercising, you get stronger. And as you get stronger, you can do more. You're gonna find that after a while, if you get addictive to it and wants to continue.
Yes. So, Jex, if persons want to get in touch with you for to find out how they can start the journey, that's one. And maybe even because I know you offer online classes as well, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So as you know, most people know my name, Jex Williams. My number is 484-7302.
Now you make the girls them start running down on your Jex. You put out your number like that.
No, man.
Sorry, go ahead. Give me your contact information.
Okay, phone number is 876-484-7302. My email address is jexwilliams43@gmail.com.
Alright.
And mostly I'm at Express Fitness, New Kingston. So, and Dara know how to get in touch with me. So,
Yeah, man.
she coming to see me Monday.
Yes.
To get punished.
Yeah. Don't say that. It's not punished. Because I'm one of your good students. Well, Jex, thank you so much for coming on my live tonight. Thank you so much. And I hope persons who want to start the journey will reach out to you and, so for you to provide that guidance to them in terms of what to do to get started. Because sometimes it's some simple little things, don't?
Yeah.
All right, Jex. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming on.
All right, Dara.
All right, take care.
See you soon. All right, yeah.
Damien, you are so right in terms of it helps you to think clearer and sleep better. Dion was saying like she's a morning person. I am not a morning person when it comes to working out. I work out like in the night. So after work, I will come home and I will do a 5 mile. Yo, you see, you finish the 5 mile, you sleep like a baby. And it's so good. It makes you feel, it makes you feel so good. So listen now. I tell you, I have the trainers coming on and I have this sexy body one coming on. And I mean, he has transformed some people. Look at him. Look at him. Andre, what's up?
Go on, Dara, aka Shorty.
AKA Shorty, them for know. So Andre is a personal trainer. Andre is a nutritionist. Andre, tell them about yourself. Tell them some more about yourself. And you see, because you lie down like that, they're not really see the body, Andre.
Yeah. Realize, man. Realize.
Look there. Look at that. You see? They're not see well, Andre.
That's well, man.
Yeah.
But Dara, first and foremost, let me say it's an honor to join this live. I love what you're doing. When you called me at first, like I didn't know, and when you came to the gym, and I'm saying, oh my God, I have to do this. Dara, if you're in the gym and you see my clientele, it's all about woman empowerment.
Yes.
So I'm very, very excited, and I mean,
Uh-huh.
very, very excited. So let me just first start by introducing myself. So my name is Andre Brown, aka Supreme. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I've been doing this for the past 8 years. I'm also a health and lifestyle ambassador for water, nutritionist, and many, many more. All right. So, Dara, let me see if you want to start the questions. I just want to kick off. Let me know how I go.
First of all, Andre, so we're talking about starting and maintaining that fitness journey, right?
Right.
As a trainer, you have the people that come in and them, like and I've seen you with your clients, like they come in and like from January till about March, the place pack. And then after that, it's like people just a drop off. Them just a drop off, drop off, drop off. What is happening? How can we encourage persons to start the gym and stay in the gym?
Okay,
Or
Dara.
start working out and continue?
All right, Dara. The thing, I think what is happening and what is affecting the whole fitness and persons actually being able to maintain it is that we don't credit fitness the way we should. You know what I mean? On a whole, Dara, I like to be raw. I like to be frank.
Please do.
So, and people don't. And I mean, if more trainers will develop that attitude, I guarantee you that more persons will be in the gym. The thing is that, Dara, we have to understand as human beings, we have to work, right? If you don't work, we not make no money. So if you don't make no money, you can't pay a gym fee, you can't buy the food you're supposed to eat. And we understand all of this, right? We as trainers as well, we're going to try to adhere to what you guys are saying. We're going to try to sympathize because we're going to say, you know what, it's true. If you don't work, don't get paid. That's the norm, right? But like I said, I like to be frank. You have to prioritize your health. You need to stop with the foolishness. And watch your live, Dara, and let me say, oh, I can't wait to come on this. People need to understand, right? When you go to school and when you go to work, nobody not gonna tell you in the workplace, oh, take your time. Nobody not gonna tell you in a school, say, oh, take it step by step. People are gonna tell you if you go hard. You want the promotion, go hard. You want the good grades, go hard. That's with health, Dara. You have to treat health like everything else and above. That's the only way you're gonna achieve your goals. And that's how I think, that's what I think to my clients. You can't tell me, say you want to achieve goal, but because work have you 18 hours. What is more important? Yes, you're going to make money, but what is more important? Work or your life? You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So at the end of the day, it all boils down to prioritizing. You have to prioritize everything you do. I always tell people, Dara, you go to school, you have a timetable. You know what I mean? In high school, I don't know if it's probably because we are, you're young, they don't think that we are able to make a good time or whatever, so they do that for us. But when you go to college, you have something called semesterization. So you will plan your time based on how your availability is. You follow me? When you go to work, it's the same thing. So when you're going to the gym, don't just make gym be a thing where, if you get the time, you go. Set a timetable. Make a timetable. That's the first mistake a lot of persons make, and this is why persons cannot continue. You are not prioritizing for the gym. You're not planning for the gym. You just make it be a thing where if it happen, it happen. You're not living a life like that. So why you're gonna treat your health like that? You follow me? So these are things people need to start taking into consideration. Your health is your wealth. Dara, a lot of persons work overtime. They deprive themselves of sleep, right? Now, I'm going to share some things with you guys where you don't know, because the stock market and everything else that persons are up trying to, get this and get that and losing their sleep. Yes, we all know this. Everybody is trying to to become better financially. Everybody wants to be financially able and can do everything that they want to do. But when you achieve all of these financial status and then you find yourself being ill and can't enjoy it, what's going to happen, right? Now, several factors I'm going to share with you guys that can actually impact your health if you lack sleep. One of them is it increase your blood sugar level, right? And this can cause heart disease, obesity, you name it. Persons like to ask me, Dara, when I give them a meal plan, right? This is what they like to ask me. They will see the cutoff time to be like 6 p.m., the most 7. And they will say to me, Andre, I work up to 8. Or I work up to 10 o'clock. Because, you know, some persons, you know, work at call center and so on and so on. They will say, I work up to this time. What is the alternative? And I will say, listen, you think the fitness give a damn about what time you work? You think how we control it? You follow me, I say? It's a lifestyle. If you want to get the best out of it,
you have to incorporate it in your lifestyle.
You have to incorporate it. You follow me? I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these works, including, you know, the persons who work in the health sector, the doctor, the nurses, you know what I mean? Applaud to those guys. They are trust me, they are doing tremendous and they are risking their lives for us. But Dara, I'm gonna encourage every couple in the household, right? If you're a woman and your husband or your spouse or even your man on the side is a doctor, you follow me? And vice versa. If you are in a position where you can help, do it. My girlfriend is a nurse and me carry breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day on time. She don't have the time, she don't have the luxury to leave, and I can't force her because it's her job. But I am her spouse, so I have to make the time. I am more flexible.
So you ensure that she has the right meal, she eating properly. Andre, let me just tell you something. You kill a whole heap of woman a while ago. You see when you said my girlfriend, then just drop.
Right.
They just drop.
No, but we have to be real. We have to be real.
Them just drop in the comment section.
We have to be real. We have to be real now.
Look here, you need to fix your phones. You have somewhere you can put the phone so it stays steady.
Hold on. Yeah, you have some now?
Yeah, wait. You see the abs? You see the abs? Look there, guys. You see the abs? You see that? You see that? But them not see your face now, Andre.
Face gone out. Hold on.
Your face gone.
Oh, boy.
All right, so we're going to work with it. So you're saying you have to you have to give fitness and exercising the priority you give everything else in life. So some persons may say, oh, workout not fun. What kind of excuse that?
Listen to me good, right? Workout definitely is not going to be fun, right? It's not, we have to understand, Dara. It's not something that you love. People always tell you, when you do something you love, it's come like you're not work. So, like Jex and the other ladies spoke about earlier, it's something that you got to train yourself in becoming or doing. You know what I mean? You have to do it over and over and become addicted. You know what I mean? So one of the ways that persons can actually become addictive or actually become motivated, and I like what I don't remember her name, but she was talking about the vegetables.
Kristen.
Right.
Oh no, Stasia.
Stasia, right. She spoke about taking pictures. If you look at my Instagram, and you can, ladies can go on my Instagram, Supreme_body sculpting JA_. Whenever I'm enrolling anybody, before they start, one of the first things I ask them to do is to take a picture. Take a picture, a full picture, showing your midsection, your back, everything. And then after a period of time, you take a picture again and we compare it. Because these are the things that's going to enable us to actually push and do better. I have persons who actually they are not giving their all. And when they take the before and after pictures and look at it, they say, oh my God, imagine if I was putting more effort. And these are the things that actually encourage and pushes them. Another method I use, Dara, I like to train persons in groups. A lot of persons don't like it, and quite frankly, I don't care. I rather help 20 persons at once than one person. That's my method. And I am certified in that area to do group training. Right? So regardless of how much persons I'm training, I always have that I always have that the knowledge or whatever.
Me know because you train 20 persons. You train 20 persons and Deborah over there says slack off. I mean, I know how you see Deborah. But you said Deborah, you know I do it right.
Have to, man. You know what I mean? So it's something that I know that I want to be great at. So I challenge myself every day. I'm taking as much persons as possible. And just, you know what I mean? Over a period of time, it comes natural to me. So when I train persons in group, I know that persons have different goals that they want to achieve. So if I'm training, for example, 30 persons, I'll ensure that persons who want to lose weight will go into one group, persons who want to just maintain going to our next, and persons who want to, you know, build muscles, they go into another group, and then the program will just run smooth. And, you know what I mean? These ladies actually encourage and pushes each other.
Yeah.
So sometimes, Dara, at first, person's gonna think that they need individual attention, that they're alone. And when you start training, you say, oh my God, Angela can't give me a break. And then when I'm training the group, now them say, yo, it just flow. Because you have to understand, we as a trainer, sometimes we alone can't motivate clients. We have to understand that. Because a lot of us will get demotivated, and some of us give up on our clients because we think that we can do it all. When training in groups, the peers actually helps.
They push you.
They push. So when we train in group, I don't have to give my client them discount because they help me.
Say that again.
I don't have to give them discount because them help me. My client them help me. You follow me? So the thing is that we as trainer, we have to know our strengths and we have to know our weaknesses. We have to know the person.
Some people say, working out expensive. What do you say about that?
All right. Listen now. And listen to me carefully. Working out is an investment. Right? When you are investing your money, right? If you want bigger returns, you invest big money, don't it?
True.
So you have to understand, say, it is an investment. So it has to be expensive. Me rather spend enough money and live longer than spend and pick my money for fitness and wealth and health story and live a shorter life to enjoy the money. You work all of this money. What you gonna do when you're dead and when you're sick? What you gonna do with it?
Then can't bury it with you.
You can't bury it with you. It's an investment. Another thing I want to touch on as well, carbs. So I'm not bashing anyone on your life. You know, we are all here to teach one, right? I'm going to talk about carbs and I'm going to talk about other nutrients that were mentioned on the live. And a lot more as well. I hope I have the time. But let's start with the carbs, right? We have to understand, Dara, that when exercising, it's all about balance. That's a key word, all about balance. People need to understand, Dara, what works for you might not work for someone else. This is why you have nutritionists out there that helps people to calculate their macros based on their body type. Ladies, trust me, I know fruits is good, I know vegetables is good, but you have to understand that fruits and vegetables alone cannot help you in any way, shape, or form. It is good, but it alone cannot help you, right? When you eat fruits and vegetables alone, it lacks fat. It lacks all of them things that we are going to actually protein where your body needs energy. You get what I say? So to fuel the brain, the kidney, the heart muscles, and the central nervous system, you're going to actually need to balance your diet, ladies. Right? So I know a lot of you think that meat is bad. I don't eat red meat. I don't put red meat on my meal plan for none of my clients. But chicken and fish is very good. They have very good source of protein. They have excellent source of fat, and it's just how you prepare it.
So when somebody signs on with you, you not only are you training them, but you also develop a meal plan for them.
Meal plan is mandatory, Dara. And persons out there will say that I am the best trainer that they ever come across, and I will tell them that I'm not the best. I'd never look at myself at the best, but what I do know that I try my best to motivate and push all of them the best way I can. I stay on them, and this is why we get results fast. I don't take bullshit. If you come in and you go dictate to me what you want to do, I'm not going to enroll you.
And when you know we love that. You know we love running our promoter already. No, it's too much, it's too heavy, it's too this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Alright, so there's this thing as well. People normally quit because there's no accountability. They must spend their money and then nobody would say, listen, you're wasting money in this, so they normally quit because of that. You know, I have unrealistic expectations. I'm sure you've come across some people like that, Andre, who come there like 200 pounds and want to lose 50 pounds in a month. How do you treat someone like that, and what do you say to them?
All right. Let me start by saying, when persons come with unrealistic goal, Dara, if someone come with an unrealistic goal and you train that person, right? Sometimes you have to take accountability, because I've seen it a lot in the gym. Trainers who just want to make a quick money, they will actually encourage these people. And believe it or not, it happens a lot. You're not going to sit down with you and say, listen to me. If you want to achieve this type of goal, it's going to take X amount of time, it's going to take this amount of effort, and X, Y, Z. Sometimes you just take your money and say, yo, your money can't do it, man. You can't do it. And what you do there is actually, it's like you build their hopes up. You give them a dream that you know will never come to reality, right? And this is why a lot of persons, they get discouraged. Just imagine you as a mother tell your child that, you know, you can become anything you want to. You know what I mean? Anything. And that child grow up and them don't put in the work or whatever, and them fail.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to look at themselves as a failure, and they're going to look at you as a liar. So one of the first things I always do when they come to me with their goals, I allow them to talk. I don't like to intervene. I allow them to talk, and then I now give my input. So you come to me, you're 200 pounds, your birthday is, it's December, your birthday is in February. You're 200 pounds, you want to lose 50 pounds by February. Okay, good. All right, talk, allow them to talk, and then now I intervene, right? Mm-hmm. Now, 200 pounds, what's your height? 5'4", right? You're overweight. Go ahead. What's your age? You know what I mean? Those are the things you need to know, those information, because without those information, you won't get accurate, or you won't give them accurate answers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So after you get all of those information now, then, you know, we have the body fat percentage machine at the gym. And we will do all of these things and we'll show them. So look at this. This is your body fat percentage. It's alarming. You are a high risk. You are a high risk individual. You can lose your life.
If you push it.
Follow me? So right now, you're not in a no position for you to tell me what you want to do. And me, I go tell you what got me right now. Right now, you need to lose 60 pounds. Right? And if you behave yourself and you do it the right way, you can do this in 6 months.
Okay.
We can lose 10 pounds a month. Right? If you behave yourself, realistically speaking. But if you mess around and do enough to do, it's going to take more than that. So if you can adhere to all of this, then we can proceed.
So essentially you put them right back on track. Them come with them unrealistic expectations, but you put them on track. This can't happen at the time when you're talking.
Can't happen. Can't happen. And we not go smile. We not go pretty it up. It can't happen. So we are crush the unrealistic dream from now. We are crush it this up. We are gonna crush it this up.
Do you believe in dieting, Andre?
All right. I think Jex answered that question very well. I don't think I can actually better what Jex said. It's a lifestyle. However, it is a lifestyle. However, we have to understand that regardless of it being a lifestyle, we have to ensure that if we want the best results, we have to input the right amount of calories in our bodies. So, for example, Dara, I will tell you this now. If you come to me, like, I'm working at exercise fitness for a long time and you have always been there. So for someone like you, Dara, I will understand that it's a lifestyle for you. You're not in this for some short-term achievement and you're gone. So I can say to you, Dara, you know what I mean? Just mix it up. Just have fun because your body look good, you're healthy, and you're working out every day, so you're maintaining. You're not training for job for no competition or whatever. So you're just maintaining, right? So I will give you the meal plan with all the healthy sources of food to eat 5 days a week, and then on the weekends I can say, have cheat meals but eat in moderation. Don't overdo your calorie intake. You follow me? But for somebody, if you come to me in Dara, and you ever tell me, so yo, you want to change for job for, or your birthday come up and you want to sleep because some girl on the gram want to match up with you, me I go put you in your place. We are going to be strict. So me I go tell you calculative where you have to eat, what time you have to eat, what time you have to eat, what time you have to sleep. I saw we are going to do.
I say do it?
Yeah. You have to go send me a picture of your meal, every meal you eat. I go say, Dara, sometimes somebody say, Jesus Christ, Andrew, don't eat, and them send me the empty plate. You have to show me what. And that's how it have to be done. If you want fast goals, remarkable goals, you have to do remarkable things.
True that.
You follow me?
True that.
So that's just it, Dara.
You have the next. You have other persons who say, "Sure, the exercise not fun. They must make it boring. They gonna make me want to do it." What you say to them people then?
All right, there's a thing, Dara. Some persons, Dara, they like to become complacent. And when I said persons, I'm talking about trainers. They like to become complacent, and you have to understand, Dara. You pay your money, You pay your 30,000 a month, no, right? So when people say it's boring or whatever, Dara, as a trainer, listen to them. Listen to them. That's a cry for help. They might tell you, say, it needs to be fun. Listen to them, right? Now, it happens a lot, Dara. You have a client, you're not client to become friend, right? Come at the gym, talk a lot. All of the goals that we set at first, the aggressive behavior you had back then, it all changed because we become close friends. So you come, why and Jay, you see that sitting last night, you see the chump debate last night, I will just have chat. So I say, yeah man, Dara, do 20 jumping jacks, I will have chat. All right, do 20 squat jumps there, I will just have talk. And it becomes habitual. Every day you come, and the same thing happening. Dara, me not in a talking with my client, then we can't talk.
No long talking.
We can't talk. I set my program and it change every month.
Man, you make them get free, Andre.
Nah, man, they not get free, man. Dara, let me say, let me be frank. We have to be real, right? I mix it up and we do it. We change the program every month because we have to understand, say, when someone say them boring, Dara, right, boring, that means that they have surpassed that level. So it's not that the exercise itself get boring or the exercise is easy, It's them getting better. So each time they get better, Dara, we have to know go along with the flow. We have to know ensure that we increase the weights and we increase the intensity, right? Because what I believe in is I call a test week, right? Every month, Dara, after you've completed your workout, every month, your favorite exercises, you know, your squats, your bench press, your deadlifts, do a test week. Test your strength, because what your strength was last month will not be the same the following month.
Yeah.
You will become stronger if you work as hard and you follow your protocol in terms of your dieting and so forth, right? You become stronger. So each month, test yourself. Your weight, your maximum weight is a weight that you can only get 1 rep from, right?
Oh, okay.
So you get your maximum weight, Dara, 1 rep, then you calculate it. Now you want to build muscles, you want to get stronger, then you lift up to 85% to 90% of that and try to achieve probably a 8 to 10 repetition to get probably a 3 to 4 reps, right? You want to maintain, you probably calculate a 65 to a 70%. And you want to lose now, you probably calculate a 45 to a 50% and get a higher repetition, probably about a 15 to 20 or even a 25 reps with a 4 to 6 repetition. You get me? Now, one more thing I want to say as well, Dara, right? You're starting your fitness journey. People like to say baby steps. People like to say, girl, all right, my general, if I people walk up the hill, do it. I'm against them. I'm against them there.
You're against baby steps?
I'm against baby steps. Dara, we have to understand, Dara, right? We need to understand. We are at a war. Economy, we are at a war. Everybody are fighting for money, everybody are fighting for power. Ooh, why you not fight for your damn life? Why you not fight for health? You go aggressive with everything else, Dara. Why aren't we going aggressive with our health, Dara? You get up every day, you walk up the hill. You think that you're doing good, but it's actually doing a lot more damage to you, right? It is actually messing with your metabolic rate. It's slowing. You get about walk the hill every day. That's lowering your metabolic rate.
Can you do the same thing over and over?
Yeah, and not just that, Dara, but just walking alone, right? What does that decrease your muscle mass? If your muscle mass decrease, you're not no muscle, your metabolic rate is low. It break down your tissues. You follow me, I say? We need to understand these things. We need to educate ourselves. We can't get up every day and follow people. We need to actually invest in our health.
So you say you're against baby steps. So what would it be for you then?
What would it be for me, Dara, is, like I said, it has to be a lifestyle change. You have to make a commitment. You have to make a commitment. So invest properly. So for example, Dara, you get a promotion, you get a raise. You say, all right, I'm going to invest the money in a 3-month personal training. I'm going to ask me, I'm going to kill my trainer with questions. I'm going to ask him, after the 3 months, Dara, you go for your own. I don't want to train nobody for 10 years.
Ah, okay.
That's like me a trainer. That's like me a one teacher, me a trainer and don't split for 10 years. You not graduate. You get what me I say?
Okay.
If me a train you for 10 years, Dara, must mean that you just have a passion and you like around me. You like my style, my motivator. But if I am self-motivated, Dara, I don't need it for so long. I'm going to invest a 3-month money. I'm going to learn as much as I can learn. And then I go venture on my own.
Yeah.
Because of understand, like I said, it's a balance. You balance your cardio, you balance your weight training, you balance your diet. And that it's simple as that. But don't get up every day and walk. Invest in some, like Jake said, invest in some weights at home. So I do online classes, Dara, and when persons enroll with me after I
hold on, Andre. So people, I think you're misunderstanding what Andre is saying when he's saying he's against baby steps. He's essentially, if I'm getting you right, Andre, you're saying You can't just start and depend baby steps, baby steps. You have to graduate at some point from the baby steps, right?
Yeah. All right, hold on, Dara. No limit fitness. I don't like when persons say you can't. No, Akeem, you're my virgin, but don't come on alive and say you can't. You are a trainer, and you train your people the way you train them. If it works for you, kudos to you. Don't say you can't. And I'm telling you as a trainer, Akeem, these are the things that you guys need to stop doing. You need to stop pet the people. You need to stop tell the people say, yo, whatever, call the people and come and give them money every month. You need to be real. You need to stop have the fear. If you tell the people the truth, them stop training, you know. You need to be real, bro. And it's not, if you, and this year, Akeem, if you look on my client level compared to yours, you're not in the position to tell me say I can't. You follow me, I say? So don't tell me say I can't. You train your people, you stick to that. Me, I tell you my style. Me not like baby step. When you give people baby step, Dara, it's like you tell them, say, yo, here what? Your health is not that important.
I take your time.
I take your time. Let you tell people say it's not that important. When I say don't, me not believe in a baby step, I mean, say, Dara, you need to invest. If you want to make money, Dara, if you want to make serious money, you're going to seek advice from an investor, don't it? Serious money, you know. If you want baby step, you're going to want a little partner where Andrea to our Patsy at tour. Don't it? And you're going to take a little advice from a little hustler or probably get a little breakthrough. But if you want serious mental education about financial wealth and so forth, you're going to go to a specialist. How much people say go to specialists? Enough. Right? If you want the best education, you're going to invest your money to the best school. Right? People now take no baby step and start up and go Maths Unlimited. And if a man drop out of college or drop out of high school, then he go Maths Unlimited to try get back in subject and then him further. But nobody now start a Maths Unlimited. No disrespect to Maths Unlimited. Nobody now start at a Maths Unlimited. You follow me? I say it's the same thing with your health. You have to start big. You need to start big. Go to a specialist. Make them break down the routine for you. Say, listen, you need to balance your routine. You need to balance your exercise. You need to balance your diet. Once you achieve all of this to combine together, then you will eventually be rewarded. That's how you can actually see your full potential. Where you think some people are give up, Dara? Because of these things. So you get up on your wall the hill every day and you're not seeing the results. What you going to do?
You gotta stop.
You get up every day and you come and the gym and you lift weights and you're not seeing the results. What you going to do?
Stop.
You're going to stop. You get up every day and you eat grass and you're not seeing the results. What you going to do?
Stop.
You're going to stop because you don't properly plan. You don't properly plan. So once you can plan from the start, Dara, everything is good. And that's why let me clarify. That's what I am referring to when I said I don't believe in baby steps.
Baby steps. Yeah, I think they misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted you to clarify.
You know what I mean?
So we have the thing now with the people, the start and stop. We on a mission here now. We say we're owning 2021. So you're going out and you're going hard. And tell them now. Talk to them. How can we start this fitness journey and maintain it? What do you say to them?
2020.
One.
2020. No, man. 2020 have taught us a very valuable lesson. That no amount of money, no amount of power, no amount of vanity can actually help you. You saw the whole coronavirus. You saw the controversy. You saw the pandemic, right? Some of the most wealthiest persons were ill or even died from the pandemic. So 2020 show you say your health is priority. Persons who succumbed to death and injuries and whatever from the COVID were persons who had severe underlying issues, right? So 2020 for me was just a preparation and a warning for us moving into 21 to say better your health. You don't need nothing more than that to motivate you. That's how 2021 prepare us for.
So
People
true.
I said 2021 prepare you to save your money. 2021 prepare you for not take out too much loan so you can't pay back if you lose a job. I don't think the people are look for. Dara, I see some people never even work. My cousin, he never get a work for him born yet. And this year, 2020, he get a job. When everybody has said job now run,
Yeah.
I this year get a job. Me as a personal trainer, me get my highest income in a this year.
No, in the last year, 2020.
2020. When
Yeah.
Dara 2020 show me say anything is possible. People used to say to me, Andre, do online training. Me used to say to them, no, I can't because the amount of people me have in the gym, I can't do it. People say, Andre, come on, come train me. That right now, I wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, I train home client from 4, go straight to 8, and then I do Zoom classes while I train people in them yard, and I go to the gym, and I do Zoom classes. I do some things that I never knew I could do. You follow me, I say?
Yeah.
So, we need to understand, say, regardless of what's happening, people are still benefiting, right? And we all know that whoever are falling back, it's only going to be temporary. But your life, Dara, as men as well, we need to understand that this mental, this physical thing journey that we are venturing, we need to understand that not just the physical benefit, but the internal, your mental health. I talk about this a lot. We see a lot of abuse going on in the household, right? Men ill-treating women, right? A man lose him job today, him don't know how him going to feed him family. Him get depressed. And when him get depressed, Dara, him go drink or him go smoke or whatever it is, and him can't think properly. So the first thing, as a woman or the child said, Daddy, I'm hungry, the first thing is that him lash out because he's afraid to be a failure. Him lash out, right? And I can safely say, me being physically and mentally well, Dara, not even a primary school, me get a detention. I've never, right? I've never get into a fight. Me can't tell you what, me name no police record. Me not, you know what I mean? Me not drink, me not smoke. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I love cake. I love KFC on weekends. I love ice cream.
But you put in the work.
It's moderation.
Yeah.
And I work out every day. Calories, food is calories. Bad food is calories. So you eat it, you burn your calories, you're good. But the main thing is to be consistent in maintaining a healthy and a balanced lifestyle.
All right. You couldn't say it any better.
Yeah, man.
I just want to see if anybody has any question for you on this, Andre. I'm just waiting to see if they pop up. But I mean, I think you have covered it all. Listen, you have to, just like when you invest in everything else, you have to invest in your health and your wellness. So definitely, I mean, that you shouldn't have any, that should be enough motivation for you to start working out and maintain your workout. That's what you're saying.
Right. Most precisely.
Okay, I think No Limit Fitness is on our wedding there. I think you and him can have a convo after. So yeah, so people ask, you know, if you do online classes and you say, yeah, you really do online classes and you do Zoom classes. Tell us about that and how they can get in touch with you. Okay.
For the online classes, if you go to my page, Supreme_Body Sculpting JA_, you're gonna see numbers there for both myself and my assistants, right? So you can contact both myself and my assistants, or you can send a direct message to my Instagram and just ask about whatever service that you want, right? So if it's that you want personal training in the gym, that you're seeking, well, home training is booked. If it's that you're seeking online training on Zoom, if you're seeking just a meal plan, whether it's to gain weight, maintain, or to lose weight, and last, if it's just that you're looking someone to prepare a workout plan for you. You just send specifically what it is that you are requesting, and we'll get back to you immediately with all the information that you need.
But it's a don't ramp with your health and your fitness for 2024.
Don't ramp with it. Don't ramp with it.
Andre, you know, people hear you talk and say roughy, but it's not a matter of you being rough. It's a matter of you being passionate about what you're doing, right?
It's all about passion, and this is what persons need to understand. When we are growing up, and our mothers or our fathers or whoever, you know, take care of us or shelter us, whenever those persons are hard on us, it's not until we become older and wiser that we understand that they're only doing it for the better good.
Yep.
Right? So we as adults, we need to understand that, listen, if I have someone around me who is passionate and it's not their life, why aren't I? If this person who just know me, so passionate about my life,
why am I not?
My Instagram, where you watch my and if me eat a cupcake and them see it, they might call me. You follow me? Or if he might drive past and see me in a KFC, he might stop him car and come out. If this person is so passionate about me, why aren't I this passionate about myself? You follow me? So, I mean, it's just all about the passion. I love what I do. I hate failure. I hate to be training people and they're just not getting the results that they want, and I know that they're not getting it because they're not putting in the work. I hate it. So I like to install. I like to be, you know, I like to be rough. I like to be stern. If you're doing good, you're good with me. You won't ever hear me and your mouth clash. Once you're doing good. And I think that's happening everything. In school, you know, they have teachers pet. You know what I mean? Once you're good, yeah, everybody else good.
Yeah.
So that's just life.
Yeah. So Andre, so if they want the one-on-one, you can just tell them where they can find you.
All right. So for the one-on-one training session, you can find me at Express Fitness. That's the New Kingston Business Center location. I'll be there from 11 a.m. Monday to Friday to 7 p.m. I've canceled weekends because, like I said, no, I'm up from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m.
So you're also focusing on your health.
And I'm also focused on my health. You know, we have to practice our preach.
Yeah. Yeah, Andre. But like the things, if you come on and you talk the things that who don't like it, don't understand, not as passionate. I know I can feel your passion.
Right.
I know what you're going. I know what you because if you pet up people, then now they get the result, and then they're gonna say, "Are the trainer?"
Exactly.
Who never made them get the result.
That's my point. And a lot of these trainers who don't like what I'm saying, when for them people them come and train me, know them start malice me, like say me gonna the people them DM go tell them say, yo, don't train it XYZ. And you know what I mean? These are the things that needs to be stopped. If you're not passionate, people are gonna look for you as a hustler. People are gonna look for you. That Dara, I don't watch no trainers platform. I don't go on trainers but them have them live, me not go on it. But them have them Insta story, me not go on it. Dara, me keep myself to myself. Me not going at all of my clients. If anybody come to me, if you see me training anybody at the gym, I them message me. And it's not a hype thing, Dara. But Usain Bolt said it, right? He's a millionaire, a US millionaire, and a Jamaican billionaire. He said it. It never happened overnight. So him get all of these riches running under 15 seconds, but invested 7 years, right? Me I do this for 8 years, and every year I try to better myself. I try to better the approach I have. I try to better knowledge when it comes to diet plan and so forth. I try to better myself in every way. And once I've mastered that, it just now allow me to work less when it comes to promotion. You follow me? So sometimes I wish me about 2, 4, 6 of myself.
For me, that's
the reality. It's just the reality. You put out the work, you get the results. You know what I mean?
Big up
Very simple.
yourself.
Big up yourself, man.
Andre, thank you. And of course, I know people can be reaching out to you because this year is all about health and wellness. I mean, as you said, 2020 show, people say, listen, if you never did do it before, you better start investing in your health and your wellness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. Thank you so much for coming on the live. I mean, I appreciate it. And I know you do good things for persons who come to you. And, you know, you can, as Andre said, he's at Express Fitness Monday to Friday, 11 to 7. And he has his online classes. He has his Zoom classes as well. Zoom is online. So you can reach out to you can find all the information on Andre on his IG page, right?
Right.
Andre, thank you again. Thank you so much for coming on. Big up
Man,
yourself.
it was a pleasure, Dara. Big up yourself, man.
All right, take care.
Respect. Cool.
Yeah. So, you see my t-shirt tonight? You see my t-shirt? Sore today, strong tomorrow. And I wore this tonight. Well, it's not t-shirt, my gym shirt. Because I wanted you to see that, listen, you have to put in the work. You really have to put in the work. If you want to see the results, you have to put in the work. You have to go hard. You really have to go hard. So don't watch Andre. It might sound scary, but when it make sense, if you don't put in the work, Andre, if you don't put in the work, you're not going to see the result. And then you're going to say, are you trained and never there do it right? When in fact, it was you not doing what you need to do. So that's it. I mean, I covered everybody. I covered all my guests tonight. My 4 super dino ladies, you know, talking about their different health and wellness journey. And of course, the 2 trainers who also spoke about what you need to do, how you need to get up and get going. If you haven't, I hope you can use this time now to get up, get going, do something, do something. You have to do something. Because if you don't start working on your health and wellness, you know what will happen to you? You have to go pay a doctor because that's where the problem will come in. So I see somebody else deciding to come on the live. Oh, they're no longer on. Yeah. So that's it for Live with Dara. I mean, I made the effort. I wanted to start this year by focusing on issues that can have us owning 2021. Last week we spoke about just the overall. We spoke to someone who was telling us, Donna Ray, who was telling us, listen, we need to own 2021 and whatever it is that we want, we need to go offer it and everything like that. I know tonight we're talking about health and wellness. Next week I have this guest, you're gonna love her, talking about persons who have started business, what you need to do. You know, so those are the things that we want to do for January. We want to focus on some motivational topics to get you up and running as we start this year. So guys, thank you very much for coming on my live tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate you coming on every Saturday. And I look forward to seeing you next week Saturday as we go live with Dara. Thank you so much. And thank you to all my guests who came on tonight. Have a wonderful night. And think on those things. Think on everything you hear tonight and see how you can make yourself better. All right? Big up yourself. Take care.